Good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing? Hey, Shane.
Hey girl, how are you doing?
Good.
Good.
So, I'm still trying to figure out how to pin that sucker, and I can't. I, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to ask Chuck.
If I go to the three dots, it said hide user or block it. I put a star on the top one. I don't know if that pinned it. I have no idea.
I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not on a live stream right now. Well, I'm not live, but I mean, I'm in the program, so I can't see the YouTube program.
Oh, hey. I think we have a birthday today. Is it today, T Girl?
T girl's got a birthday today. If so, happy birthday.
Hey, Crystal. Finding Kino. I'm waiting for her to answer me. Yes, it's today. Woohoo.
Okay, congratulations.
It's a birthday party. See, now I should have changed the title.
No, we know what's up now, don't we? I think your title was what? What's up? I think it's what I seen on my phone.
Yes.
Now we know.
What's up? Hey, Anna Marie. Dorinda.
Yeah, if Chuck could show up, he could tell us how to pin that damn thing. 'Cause I don't know how he does it either.
I don't either.
I know a lot of things. I just don't know much about the internet.
So, y'all tell me, is it pinned up there? I think the only way I can see if it's pinned is if it's on my phone.
I could probably split my screen and go look, but
I'm looking.
boy, that makes it a pain in the butt. Without my secondary screen anymore, since my HDMI port quit, it makes it very, very tough. And I try to use my TV, but it just mimics everything that's on my computer. I'm like, why won't it split like everywhere else?
Hello, Mary.
Marilyn, how are you?
Hey, Garrett. Nothing is pinned. Okay.
All right.
And I don't see it pinned.
Just pin it right away then, right in the chat.
Well, I don't know how to pin the damn thing. That's a
Okay,
little.
don't pin it, is what I'm saying, but I mean, post it in the chat.
It is twice.
Okay.
Hello, Dorinda.
Hello, how's everyone today?
I don't know. No one's told me, and I ain't asking. I ain't damn sure ain't listening.
Okay, that made no sense, but that's okay. You just blew my mind, but that's all right. It's very easily blown today. Hubby's home. It's very easy to blow my mind.
Hubby's home. It's very easy to blow your mind.
Yeah, because he bitches about everything.
Okay, I'm not looking at y'all. I'm gonna hang
Put
on.
a put a finger in one ear, and then it won't blow through your mind. It'll get trapped in there.
I just try to plug my ears so I don't have to listen to him. But
Oh,
when he's standing right in front of me, yelling and screaming at the lunatic because I've been ignoring him for 10 minutes, it gets to be, you have to kind of listen then.
yeah. I'd kind of think, yeah. If he's, I don't know how long he's been gone at a time, and
He's gone for a week and then he's back for a week.
well, he's needing some attention, girl.
Ugh, I don't want to give him any attention because it goes to his damn head.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God,
I didn't
you got
say
to
the
give
G
that man.
word.
You've got to give that boy some attention. He's
No, I don't.
put up with you this long, and you put up with him this long. I would think y'all probably need
I
to give each other attention occasionally.
I do give him attention, probably not as much as I should.
All right. All right. Well, that's on
But him
you.
and my daughter both gang up on me. They've ganged up on me like 5 times already today alone.
Well, if they're both ganging up on you, there's 2 against 1. There's a pretty good chance the one might be in the incorrect.
No,
You might want to listen.
we were talking about shopping, okay?
Oh,
Yeah. Uh-oh. And
no.
yes, I've been doing some shopping at the Dollar Trees, and I got stuff in my truck because I can't bring it in the house. Okay, there we go. I hit it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you said that
I
last
found out.
night. You wasn't allowed to bring it in.
I got found out because they borrowed the truck.
Oh, so the argument was you had stuff in there that you was hiding, and
Yeah,
they
and
found it.
then
Look,
and then
May.
and then they had to check my phone to see what is on my grocery list and take stuff off my grocery list. It's just retarded. My daughter hates it when I go to the dollar stores without her because she'll stand there and go, "You don't need that. You don't need this. You don't need that. You don't need this."
Hey,
You don't
Becky.
need to tell me what the hell to spend my money on. I make my money, I'll spend it where I want it. You eat, don't you? You sleep here, don't you? You get to cover up, and you got central heat and air and heat and
Yeah, but
comfort.
my craft
Oh,
room is really full right now, so I got to kind of use up what I have.
Y'all keep it going. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but they keep
uh-oh.
forgetting, and my husband forgot completely that I said that I'm on the decorating committee for the upcoming reunion. So I've been buying stuff for months for the reunion. So I blamed it on the reunion.
There you go. Hey,
It's mostly for the reunion, but not all of it.
hey, Chuck. See you, man. It's good to
Hey
see you.
Chuck,
We got questions for you, Chuck. So when Bonnie, when and if she comes back, I'll have her drop the link again, so you can, or maybe you got a link. You can pop up and explain how to pin the link, to the top of the chat.
and T
Man, I'm
girl,
kind of
I'm not going to sing happy birthday like Monty did, but
Hi,
happy
Jackie.
birthday.
Sorry.
I found some funny things today while I was surfing the internet.
Oh, good.
Is
Need some funny.
yeah. Come on, picture load up. Okay, it's a mug. Unload. I had you up here so you'd be right there, and it's not loading. Okay, it's called on the mug is Dr. Seuss. Okay, the cat in the hat, and it says, "Let's go, Brandon. I do not like your mental haze. I do not like your leftist ways. I do not like your son on blow. I do not like you, Sleepy Joe." I thought it was hilarious.
no, that is good.
I kind of
Somebody,
rolled in my chair laughing at it.
that's actually really good. Somebody's got a
Yeah,
very
I thought it was
creative
really good.
mind.
I thought you guys would like it. And
Oh
the other
yeah.
one was about Justin.
Chuck and
It
Renee.
says,
I put the link for
so
y'all.
taking your kids to Ukraine for a YouTube concert wasn't a threat to their security, but Ottawa bouncy castles and barbecues are a threat for kids. Hello, let's talk. I thought that was kind of cute too.
Oh yeah. Hello, buddy. What are you doing, man?
What's going on? I didn't do it. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I got an alibi.
Yep, that's me.
I
I was
Prove I was
there. I
there.
did it. I don't have an alibi.
I do have alibis on standby though with shovels. So.
Yeah, I do too. On my backhoe, I have a. I have. Oh, you're gonna love this. I have.
it must be on the phone.
The what?
Everything I do on here, I have to do it on the phone. So it must be on the phone that it does that. Okay. If I disappear, I'll be back.
Oh my god! And if everybody in the chat disappears, don't run away. She made a mistake.
She figured out a new way when she does that. She can link us all on normal and we'll go in there.
Oh no, she does Chernobyl. She takes out the whole damn chat.
Okay. I don't know where I'm going. Can y'all still see me?
I can see you. Yes, Bonnie.
It's saying I'm entering a broadcast studio. I can probably enter again. Okay, I'm not going to enter again. Man, I'm telling you, I just can't get this to work. Hey, discernment. Okay,
Quit
I'll
doing
go
it.
to the link and I
Doing it.
hover over it. All it says is show, and it has a star, and then 3 dots. It says put user in timeout or block user.
Ask Chuck. He's right below you.
What do you want to do?
To
No, she wants to pin her link on the top of the chat so everybody can see it to come in.
Go right there where you put it in there. There's 3 dots by it. Click them 3 dots and it'll give you the option to pin link or whatever.
Do you have to do it before you?
No. You can just go on the YouTube side, not on this side. You got to be on YouTube. Go to YouTube. Look at it next to the link you dropped. It'll show 3 dots. Click that. Click that 3 dots, and it'll give you the option to pin the link.
Oop, there it is. Oop, there it is. I knew Chuck would know because he does it.
Yeah, I had to take off my intro because the song on my intro was copyrighted. So they commercialized my stuff because of that copyright. And whoever the copyright for the music was getting what do you call it for my stuff. So I got to go through the rest of them and take it out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Give me a right, but turn around and monetize it somebody else.
Yes, they was getting revenue off of your pin.
I
Hey,
did
Chuck,
it.
where's
I
baby
did
formula
it.
going?
Y'all heard about the baby formula, huh?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
It's going to the border too.
Low
Imagine that.
We still have formula in our store.
Yeah, the world's fucked up, but you need to start worrying about your own yard first.
But you know
Can't clean up
what?
somebody else's backyard till you clean up your own. That's the bottom line.
But you know what? They can have all the formula they want. We know how to feed our babies. We can't
Oh,
help it. We're
absolutely.
too stupid not knowing how.
Exactly.
I'm sorry if I said it. I said it.
It's okay.
You can take an
There's all
American
kinds of
version.
recipes for formula on YouTube.
We can take our people, like say we were broke and Vicky decided she wanted to go to Walmart. So her and the 3 kids when they were little decided to walk 20 miles to Marshall to Walmart in the middle of the heat in the summer, and she'd probably get the children taken away from her
Love you, Crystal.
for endangering the kids, but these fuckers get a prize.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's some shit.
And we should be fining Mexico for letting them come through there. They should stop that to begin with.
Well, that's what Trump did.
Well, I heard I saw something today that BG has something to do with that.
Who? I didn't
You
hear
know
you.
that
What did you say?
that person that's always opening and closing gates?
Yeah.
Did you know if 50 of us got together off this channel and decided we're going to wander across the border and go to Mexico and become citizens and want help, they would put us in jail and bring us back across the border. You
Yes.
cannot go. You
Oh
cannot.
yeah, and then you'd sit in jail for 6 months.
We can't. You cannot go into Mexico and expect citizenship unless you're self-reliant. You're not a burden on their system, and you can never own anything that real citizens own.
Well, in Mexico, if there is a military crisis, whether it is or not, did you know even if you buy a house, just say you buy $180,000 house, because I was looking at the Yucatan and I found a 6,000 square foot house and they won $220,000. So I put in a bid for 218, and some guy from Canada and his wife, which was from America, went in and bought it for $180,000 cash. And that's on the Yucatan on the beach, and it's 6,000 square foot with a pool. And I put a bid on that. Uh, this has been 6 years ago, and I was a little miffed that that happened.
Well, they let them have it cheaper.
Yeah, because it was cash money.
Yeah, but you know what? With all them drug cartel over there, if they want that house, they'll go in and take it.
Well, and here's the thing: in Mexico, like I said, if they declare any kind of military movement, they can accommodate your place and throw your ass out.
So
And I was like,
other
I
words,
don't
not
know.
the military, but the drug cartel.
This is Yeah, oh yeah. And this is right on the coast. And plus, it had a pool, a 6,000 square foot house, and every bedroom was situated around the pool. So you could walk right out of your damn bedroom right into the courtyard and crawl into the pool.
You and me couldn't own that anyway if it's on the ocean or on a lake or any of that kind of lakefront, oceanfront property. If you're not a honest citizen, born citizen, you can't own stuff like that
Well,
unless you're in somebody's pocket.
and it was up for sale for anybody and anybody. Like I said, Canada bought it. A guy from Canada. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad they got it so cheap. I just hope they can keep it. But yeah, it was right on the Yucatan, which is the peninsula that faces Florida, and oh my God, it's like walking around in a courtyard. It was a big square, like a uh, fort, but it was 6,000 square foot and with a pool in the middle. Plus, you was within 150 feet, well, maybe 150 yards from the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, it was right there. It was on, and I'm thinking, and that's why I bid on it and tried to get it. And I probably wouldn't have been here if I'd have got it, and we wouldn't have ever had this. Black Watch. I bought it with all the green stamps. No, it wasn't you, buddy.
Here you go, Bonnie. I'm sending you something to put up there.
I can't find the one about Beto
Bozo.
was on The View telling what he wants to do to Texas.
Bozo O'Rourke.
And then I was seeing something else about Florida, and I'm like, they are hitting the big states hard.
Can you read that?
No, can you?
Yeah.
Government will allow entry to foreigners who will be useful to society. Let me pull it up on where I got the full screen here.
He spotted rabbits.
Several hundred to foreigners who are useful to society. The government will keep track of every single immigrant. Foreigners who enter illegally will be fined, imprisoned, and deported. Those who help illegal aliens enter the country will be considered criminals. For non-citizens are forbidden from participating in political life. Foreigners have no property rights. Foreigners are not guaranteed equal employment rights. Foreigners may never become federal lawmakers, cabinet secretaries, or Supreme Court justices. Citizens will be protected from undesirable aliens. Foreigners may be expelled for any reason without due process. Too strict, the above laws are current immigration laws in Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it ought to be reciprocal, wouldn't you think?
Yep.
And it
Corrupt.
used to be. They were called coyotes. If they brought them right,
Yeah. It's the
and
same
you
thing
got
if we go into
big.
Canada.
Yep. Oh, it's
But we were a world superpower and we have leniency, and the neighbors here that we help with our superpower powers have stricter immigration laws than we do. You'd think they'd open welcome arms, want, okay, U.S. citizens want to become a citizen? Yeah, come, come, come. No.
Did you know, Chuck, that what you just read and what you just showed, did you know that is actually off the American laws and they copied it and just changed it for Mexico? Because we have the same damn laws. We have the same damn policies.
So we don't
So
need new laws, just need to enforce the old shit. They don't need to go write something else that they won't do.
no, and we don't need to spend no more money trying to write stupid ass laws. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Stupid laws. No, we do not. That's the same law that is in America that used to hold true. And now we're putting up with all this silly stuff. And I'm trying to
and
be polite, guys, tonight.
I may have
just
been born in the day, but it wasn't yesterday, and I may have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. So I don't fall for their shit.
No, I don't either. I
yep.
don't either.
Discernment. I would agree with that, except for and you moving to where you moved. I thought that you would see more of what I'm seeing. Maybe they're not headed that direction, but um, what I'm seeing is that's the way it used to be. What is happening now is not how it was. It's more um,
Anybody thinks it's fine, they cross over. Sorry, Bonnie, that they need to open up
nefarious.
their house and their yard and let them put tents in.
Yeah, it's more nefarious than it used to be. But there's a lot of bad things coming with them.
Oh, there's a lot of bad things coming, hun. We're fixing to be in them. And the sad thing is, here's the sad thing. The way it's looking right now, we may get, let's hope like hell, we can get a Republican Congress and Senate, but it'll, now, and then we can shut a lot of what our administration is doing to us down. But it looks like we're going to have him till 2024. And that is exactly what it's looking at like right now.
Hey, D
Um,
Dog.
I had that conversation today. But it's looking like we're going to be in a world of hurt if we can't get this 2022 election under Republican rule. And then, just like the Republicans, there was only 58 that ruled against it. Uh, Out of 213, there was only 58 that said no, we can't do it. On the 40 billion we're sending to Ukraine. Well, that tells you how many crooked politicians we've got right there.
That's their summer raise. That's their last cash
Oh
grab.
my God, yes, that's just another laundry bill. And the funny thing is, we get the bill. They do not. They get the dollar bills.
I bet you too. I don't know how many people are out there are aware of this, but there's hostile Chinese and Saudi forces on the north and south border, just waiting for shit to happen to come in, right down the middle.
I know. Yeah,
And from what
that's
I
what
heard,
I'm,
they have more shit on each side than we have here to protect them.
We're all in it, fixing to be in a world of hurt. That's all I'm going to say.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm all for helping people who need help. That's what we're supposed to do. But I know, okay, the the path seems to be I-10 straight to San Antonio and then to Houston. And if you look at those two cities, you can research it, you can look it up. The crime has increased considerably in the
30
past
fold.
year and a half.
30 fold.
You
I'll
want to
look
hear
it up.
something frightening? They're talking 16,000 a day coming across the border. I'm not going to say all of them are armed. What if only 8,000
No,
of them are armed per day and they hold back a week and let all them pile up, then 8,000? That's
yes,
56,000 armed people that can do what they want and when they decide to start moving.
yes.
Oh, and they're not registered, none of the people or the guns. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, it's a big mess that's coming, and like I said, we're going to be in a world of hurt if we can't get this under control. But now, Bonnie, I got something to say to you.
What I do.
You want to keep this light and easy, and boy, it's getting deep because I'll get excited here in a minute. So you
I
need to
just got
turn this ship. You need to turn this ship around.
Okay. We
That's all.
can't have Shane going all ballistic here.
I just let me finish that picture real quick. What could the Houston area or the Dallas area do if you had 50,000 armed people decide they're going to go in there and take it over?
I'm going to tell you, it's going to, and these people don't have a problem pulling a trigger. They have no, they have no consideration for humanity.
No, they don't feel the same about us that we do them.
No, and that's it. And
Especially the
so,
others that come with them. Some of them are Mexican, some are other.
See, that's the difference between us and me and you all. Because I feel the same way about them as they do me.
Yep.
I have
have a
compassion.
pity for them as they
I
have
have
for me.
compassion for humanity, and they have none.
I
That's
do
the
to a
difference.
point.
Well, I still have compassion. If someone was to come in my house and break into my house, yes, I have guns. I have
And
lots
to
of
be
guns.
right with God is all
I
I got
would
to say.
not. I would not shoot them dead, but I will take out their legs to where they're in so much pain that they will drop their guns, and then
I'm
I'll
not going
pick
to
up their
say
gun and I'll own their gun too.
I'm not saying
But
I want to kill anybody, but I'll sure set up a meeting with God for them.
Yep.
yes, yes, I will introduce them to a world of hurt and send them down the road and then go to prison for the rest of their lives. I'm not going. I intentionally. I will never want. I never want to kill nobody. I only like hurting people. But I'm going to tell you,
Hey,
you come
Gina.
in my place and you start jacking around without my permission, and you're going to get in trouble. And you know, I'm y'all hear me all the
Hey,
time.
Gina.
I talk like this big mean bully, but I got a
Mhm.
big heart. I don't want to hurt
I'm
nobody.
not big, but I am mean.
Oh, I
What
know
do you
you are. You're one of those little
Let me ask
sawed-off runts that just blows up, and you will go off the handle and just hurt some people. I know.
let
I
me
used to be married to one of these little guys.
Dorinda,
And your little
I'm kind of the
note
same way, Vicky.
is raising her finger.
let me ask the lady's point of view. You think these people think that when they go to break in your house, what do you think the odds are? They think, yeah, they probably are armed. So what's that tell you? They're willing to do what to you because they know you're going to try to stop them.
Right.
It doesn't take a very high intelligence to know I'm going to break into that house and people are home. They probably have guns, so I need to get them before they can get me.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna change the subject real quick.
Good.
Miranda, did you guys get the new vest?
Uh,
Light
Are
blue.
no.
Oh my God, they're so ugly, and every little stain shows up on them.
Looks like a UN
Uh,
vest.
us in Scope, we have this color.
D-Dog, come on, buddy. You're beating the hell out of me again. You're going to get me riled up here in a second.
Turn that light on.
That's funny, though. That is funny.
They gave
And yeah,
Vicky UN blue vest.
and there was somebody
Ugly
else.
shit. So you got the yellow ones. This is ours.
They gave her UN blue vest.
The UN nation.
Oh,
Wow.
Because we're self checkout, we have the yellow one.
Yeah,
Although
you're
there's a lot of
the other.
other people in the store that have yellow ones.
Hey, Jeff,
You still got the dark blue.
Yes.
See, I like them.
Jeff,
y'all better
Yes.
be nice to Jeff out there. His wife's a lumberjack. She'll come get you. He
Hi,
done set
Jeff.
her up.
yeah, she knows how to swing an axe. There was something I seen. Spotted Rabbit said something.
I'll know that. Prayer Warriors. Crystal's sister just got out of the hospital, I think she said. Carl lost a friend.
No,
Pray for him.
Oh,
And
no,
T-Girl.
no.
what's he doing?
Grabbing the mouse wire and pulling it.
Oh, I thought you were telling me no. And I was like, what? No.
My cat's coming over grabbing the mouth wire,
Okay.
trying to get my attention.
Spotted Rabbit. Yes, I do know where the veins are. They're on the inner side of the leg, not the outer. Usually, you can just
What's up?
go for the hip, and you're okay. And it's still a mass, so it's easy to hit. So that's what I normally do.
We're not talking about
So, but anyway, yes. Jeff Riddle 2, nice to see you, buddy. If you're at work, I hope you're having a good night. And if you're at home, I hope you're having a great night.
Riddle, come tell us some jokes. Come pop up one of your pictures for Shane to see.
Do what? What'd you say? I was
Said-
reading the chat, and I heard you, and I'm like, wait a minute, something didn't comprehend here. What'd you say?
I said,
Done
come
you.
pop up one of your pictures for Shane to see. He says, what up, Shane? I'm at work.
I know. I kind of figured he was at work.
Yeah, I'm jealous, Jeff. I wish I could go to work. I miss that shit so much. I just can't tell you how much I fucking used to. Now think about it, love. My back hurts so bad. I busted my ass today. I wish I could come home and say that. Not just because I got up, went in the kitchen, got some tea. My back hurts because I got tea.
Jeff, I heard Jeff Riddle. I heard something about it, but I didn't see it. But I did hear about it. Chuck, what did you used to do for a living?
I was a mechanic, and then I was a lineman before that for Bell South.
Okay.
Supervised the crew for Bell South.
Got that
Oh,
right.
I know what you're talking about. We
Yep.
worked in Highline Wires. Uh, my nephew did that for a little bit. But anyway, me and somebody else was talking about it, and I asked him. I said, "I don't know. I'm not sure what he did, but I sure hope he didn't climb them poles with spikes."
Oh hell no! I was a ground crew. I did fiber optic underground, running the tubes and stuff, or house drops or cable drops.
Okay, okay, you did nid drops.
Road bores, more money in road bores than there is running overhead.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just curious because somebody had asked me, and I said, "You know what? I don't know, but next time I talk to him, I will ask." Because I got to think about it too. I was like, I wonder what the hell he did do.
Yeah, my last paycheck I got for being a mechanic was $5,600 for a 4-day week. That tells you what kind of money I was getting before I got hurt.
D Dog, yes, I made the call today. He said he replied to you in the chat last night. Plus, he did go ahead and do it again after I talked to him because we did have that discussion today. So, yes, that has been sent twice. She said she did want to, uh, Double Dog, she did want to hook up with you uh, and visit. So, they've got the information now, man. So, we'll just see.
So thinking.
Black Watch. I used to fly kites professionally.
Professional.
I don't. What is a professional kite flyer? Is that somebody that doesn't get lifted off their feet when they're holding on to it? I don't know what the hell that mean.
I was a pro bono gynecologist.
Oh, that's a kite you don't want. Those are not.
Maybe
I'm not even gonna go there. I can't touch that. I'll get in trouble.
maybe it was hot air balloons. This is Black Watch.
No, he said kites.
I'm just okay. I guess that wasn't a joke like I thought it would be. Never mind.
I'm gonna tell you. I can tell you what. There's times that in our history they called certain people kites. And you're going to go fly a kite. It's like, oh, great. Here we go. But yes, they were certain times in our history they called them kites.
There were so many people lost their careers over the last 2 years and businesses.
I know it's horrible. Hey, Michigan girl. I've
And the
worked
bad thing
70.
is, it was lost over a lie.
But we can give criminals sneaking across the border $10,000 in food stamps and a place to stay and a job. And sorry about that.
And a flight anywhere you want to go, and a motel room, and a house to live in. And yeah, we can give them everything they ever wanted. And I want to go over there and come back over and pretend I'm not American, and I want some of them benefits. Damn, they make more than I do.
Sam's.
Oh, wow.
What?
That hasn't happened to me. That's
My aunt recently retired, and she scheduled a call with Social Security. She received 2 calls, both Sam's Club. Wow.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you know, the government Walmart are the same entity almost. I think the 3-letter agencies own it, really.
They do. You don't know how correct you are on that one.
Their CEO is their puppet. He's a dick.
Just like YouTube and Facebook and Google and fact checkers.
Oh, the fact checkers are nothing more than. Oh, I'm okay. Never mind. I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna leave this alone. I'll get riled up.
The rabbit hole starts like a pin drop, and it opens up to bigger than the universe.
Starts as a pin drop and ends up being Carlsbad Cavern. It's a big ass open hole.
Yep. Except for it don't have all the pretty scenery around it.
A lot of people don't believe it just because it's too fantastically large. And
Yeah.
it's easier to lie to them than it is to tell them they've been lied to.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's the problem.
Gina, if you have any nonprofits in your area, a lot of times they hire us older people.
Damn it, Bonnie.
Body.
Oh,
Damn it, Bonnie. You're going to have to turn this around. Remember? You're going to get me riled up.
She is. She talk about nonprofit organizations,
No. It's supposed to be fun and light and refreshing tonight.
which actually is not nonprofit.
well, I have had some fun jobs with them. I mean, not all of them go down there, and we have a one is it used to be an old grain mill, and they turned it into a science mill, and so they have bus loads of kids coming all the time for field trips, and then we have what else?
Uh,
Yeah, I lost hope in humanity when I worked for Comcast as a tech support supervisor. When you get on the phone with these people and talk about their cup holders broken and what they're talking about is their CD tray for their computer, I'm like, yeah, we're doomed. That was during Katrina when I was there. So I tell you what, almost 20 years later, what them people turn into.
No, I thought it was one of the
Oh my goodness!
Florida. That's when that was. It was that hurricane that hit Florida. Andrew.
Yes, Katrina. I was there for Katrina.
Well, then why did we have people calling from Florida?
Because Katrina went through there too. Like 2003, wasn't Katrina 2003?
yep.
What was that?
And people calling from Florida, they're upset because they can't get their internet to work. They got generators hooked up. Well, what do your poles look like? You got underground wires, you got poles in the air. Well, everything's on poles up in the air. I said, well, the poles up in the air, no, and the wires are everywhere, and trees are all torn across it. I'm like, you got better things to worry about than your internet don't work because your poles are down. I said, as soon as them poles are up and the electric lines are up, then they'll have the cable up.
Well, and here's the funny thing, Chuck. Since you was a lineman, and I've talked to this to several linemen, I've asked questions. I said, why don't we put this in ground? And they said there is a couple of states that have them in concrete tubes that go underground. And they've got access panels. And they're pretty big. They're actually large. They're 6 foot tubes, concrete tubes. And I said, why isn't it all underground? So the wind and the rain and the hail and the tornadoes and crap don't jack with it. I said, why don't we do that everywhere? And they said the problem they're having is even with the vent tubes that they've got on them, they produce so much heat off the power lines that they end up starting melting them together, and then they have a lot of problems. So, and well, okay, I understand something, but I'm like, bury this crap and let's quit having all these damn problems.
If they put them in conduit underground, it holds the heat. It don't displace like it. But it'd be better to put it in the ground itself. But they say that it doesn't last as long because the soil's on it. But it displaces the heat better than being trapped inside of like a oven.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because yeah, the concrete tubes, they say there's times I'll go down in there and they're 140 degrees, and it'll be in the middle of winter, and that's just from the heat and the uh, what do they call that? The electronic noise off of your power lines. will create so much heat that it just gets too hot in there. And they put vents on some of them, and I'm like, well, okay, that sounds good. Maybe they need more vents. Nope, it doesn't matter. There's so they have to have them above ground, and that's why they don't even insulate them above ground because they have to breathe and they have to have the air across them to keep them at a below 120-degree temperature.
I was plowing a drop in a foot deep in one area, and they had 440 run back through there with a big transformer bed on the ground. It was like a big giant square casket. Best thing I could describe it.
Oh, I know what transformers are.
And the 440 was supposed to be 4 foot deep. I cut through all three legs of it, putting in a phone line between 6 inches and a foot deep. And I was walking in a puddle, and I got slung away from the machine. But it was my fault. They didn't mark it, and it wasn't as deep as they said because we dug a hole, found it after they shut it off with a sharpshooter in 5 minutes.
Oh shit! Yeah, we've been into that. Like I said, I haul off transformers all the time, and then I tear them down and pull out all the copper and brass. And I really like the old ones because man, there's a boatload in there. I can make some good money. I can make $20,000-$30,000 just off of one transformer if they're big enough. You know, especially ones in the '60s.
Oh yeah, Rabbit's brought a point up, Bonnie. You guys, if you're on camera, everybody on camera, it changes your analytics because of the draw from the extra pull on the. I'm drawing a damn blank. How it pulls more data from you running video. Your video runs through your statistics on your YouTube analytics, and having video also makes you shine. That's what the Rabbits is talking about.
D Dog, has asked you a question, Chuck.
Yeah, other than it had 3 or 4 chunks burnt through it. I lived through it. My teeth glued for a little while, but it sounded like shotgun blast when it went off. And my helper was over by the house putting the conduit in on the side so we could run the line through. And he just happened to look over at me right before I hit it. And when it popped, he said he seen electricity coming off the shifter handle on it that I steered it with as it blew me out of the way.
Discernment files, that is incorrect statement. The old ones had some PCBs in it, but not all of them. And what people, if they don't know what PCBs is, it was a non-fire, and they started in New York City because they had all the transformers in the basement and they'd catch on fire. So they put PCBs in it. So then when they would drain the oil, which is mineral spirits with PCBs, they'd drain it into the river. And then it killed all the damn fish. And that's what made it illegal. But yeah, it's been a lot of the ones most of the ones I get, they're all tested. They have to be tested or it's illegal to give them away, sell them, or anything. It's illegal. So what they do is they test them, and then I go pick them up. Sometimes I have to bring in a semi, or sometimes I can pick them up in a personal trailer. But yeah, the big ones, but the problem is like I said, the PCBs, it's less and less, more and more and more now, because they know they're toxic. And I've swam in get this, I have been in a transformer that had PCBs and mineral spirits, and I had to change out one little bitty nut. And you physically swim in there, you crawl down in there, and you break the old one off because it's already half broke off, and you put a new one on, and it's usually brass or copper, and then you're done. And then you crawl out. So, yes, I've been around this crap a long time, guys. I know exactly what's going on. PCBs are
Sometimes.
do what, hon?
Nothing.
No, no, you said something. You get it on out. I've been around this a long time, guys. I've been working with substations for years. I've been doing demos for years. Now, I always have to have the oil drained and everything for me and everything checked out. Yeah, I've been demoing substations, electrical substations for years. And no, so I know kind of what's going on with them. I learned a lot from a lot of the substation guys and a lot of the linemen. And so, yeah, I've been around this a long time, guys.
Okay, what did I hear about having to have a picture? We have to show ourselves. But
Yeah. Where's your picture?
was Chuck
Chuck,
saying
you're
something about
muted.
it?
Yeah, having video streaming, it changes your analytics because it can tell by the draw running through their system, and it makes you look better. Kind of like crosstalk between the with us versus the chat and comments on if somebody leaves a comment on your stuff to comment to them, that's in your analytics. People talking, so many like people talking back and forth to each other. If you answer, if one of us answers them when we're on panel, it's all good for your analytics.
Oh, okay. But you have to have your camera on.
Yeah,
Great.
camera helps. Yeah, everybody on your thing.
Uh, do you mind if I address the chat?
No.
All right. Jen said, Shane, does that mean you're old? LOL, just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not old. I'm 50 years old. I'll be 51 this year. But I've been doing this stuff for 30 years or better. So, yeah, I've been doing it a long time.
Shane, you're just a baby then.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm just a pup. And Bonnie tells me that all the time.
I turned 57 and Vicky turns 35.
That's my story, and we're sticking to it.
Well, I call Bonnie a cougar.
Bonnie,
I give
bad girl.
I give her crap. I call her a cougar.
She said, "Hey, little boy, want some candy?" Figure out what pocket it in. You can have it, huh?
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Good night, Vicky.
Good
Sorry
night,
you
Vicky.
don't
Have a good night.
ream some butt about now.
I'm trying to make you laugh, Bonnie. I hope I ain't insulting you.
No, not at all. It's this person beside me.
I don't know. Well, Dorinda quit it.
Yeah, Bonnie, you know Chuck loves you. Fuck everybody else.
Yes, there is people out there older than me, and I know I'm not old. I just know what I know, and that's all I know. I don't know anything else. Even D Dog gives me crap, which he has every right to. So no,
Yeah,
I don't get upset about constructive criticism. Hell, I don't even get upset about somebody just beating the hell out of me. I get it all the time. So I don't care because it
yeah,
doesn't bug me.
yeah, D Dog. I'm unsupervised now. Time for the laughter, huh? I made him laugh earlier. I bring out the laughter and manslaughter, and he busted a gut. Might help I drink out of the right side of the can.
Damn. I'd say some of them class of 75, class of 71, class of 81. I should have graduated in 1990, but I dropped out in 1989, about 4 months before I graduated, which was dumb on my part. I'm going to tell you, I've made more money than most of your college graduates, so I don't care. I don't care. I've had a good life. I'm not no dumb man. I'm not no genius by no means, but I'm not no dumb man. And I'd rather have been out there working, making money than spending grant money for $200,000-$300,000 taking crap that will never relate to anything. And they make $48,000 a year, and I go apply for a job, and they start me off at $60,000 a year. And there's a college graduate sitting in there as a CFO, chief financial officer, and all I am is just a salesman. So I'm not cussing them. I just didn't have to pay all that damn money, and I didn't even graduate high school. So I really don't give two shits. You need three things to survive in life. You need a little bit of math, you need a little bit of English, you need a little bit of history. Other than that, that's it.
I thought you were going to say water, food, and a gun.
I love it.
Hello, Bonnie. That would be two things, Chuck, not three.
Water, food,
Come
gun.
on, Rain Man.
Water, food, gun is what I said.
Oh, my bad. Bonnie, did they answer your question? What I was running my mouth about with the bandwidth?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. No, I just came on to let you know that apparently it's a thing. Like, you guys show the icons, which is great. But because we're on YouTube's amazing platform and all the shenanigans they pull, like Durr and Chuck and myself, we pull more bandwidth with video than just voice. It shows more traffic, more interest. It's just a thing they put out. It may not even be real. I just figured it was worth mentioning.
Yeah, I was a senior. I was a senior 83, quit in 81, went to Votech. 2 years later, met Vicky, got married. Then she was pregnant. I went to electronics school for 2 years. It was a 4-year course. Was in line for a job at IBM, making really good money. My brother-in-law, his boss's nephew, they hired him on because he was a screw up. So I'd been to 2 interviews, was on the third, which is a hiring interview. They hired him. A week later, they called me back, want to know if I'd come up there for the last interview. And I'm like, no, you made your choice. How about with a raise and all this? I'm like, no. If brother-in-law works that well in your company, that I don't need to be involved in it.
Oh yeah, I've been through some of them. Like I said, I'm not discouraging school. I think kids need to finish school. But you got to be very careful and make sure that they're not getting a bunch of misinformation. And, okay, so I had my bad choices and I did my bad things. And I chased a piece of tail down to southern east, southeast Oklahoma. And, so I've done some dumb things. I ain't going to say that.
Really?
I did. Yes, I did. What?
Okay, I'm on camera.
You look beautiful, Bonnie. Oh, she's gone.
So, I've done dumb things just like everybody else.
Just had to show everybody the cougar,
You had to show everybody who you were.
Showing off the cougar stride.
Yeah.
Yes, she's showing off the cougar.
Yeah, I have no pity for these kids that go to school for 10 years, run up 150,000 plus in bills, and then think that we owe to pay their shit off.
Yeah, I don't have any. I have no use for that horse crap. We don't owe. Here's the thing:
Never appreciate
not
it.
even an adult with a child. Now, this is going to come out wrong, and I don't want it to, but not even an adult that has a child owes. Once you raise that child, you don't owe that child nothing. Now that he's grown and gone, or she, they're on their own, just like we was. So
But
we
I
don't
tell them everything
owe.
I did for you after you're 18, that's because I love you. I don't owe you shit.
That's it, and that's the bottom line. And these kids have forgot that, and they think everybody owes them something. I went through it today, and I was like, mm-mm, no, I went through it today. Is one of the she's like a daughter to me. She's not my daughter, but she needed help, and so I've been raising her for I don't know 3 or 4 years, and she's 21 or yeah, she's 21 now, and she went off and had a problem with her boyfriend or something, and she got pissed and throwed her phone and broke it, and then she was yelling at me. I ain't got a phone, I ain't got a car, I ain't got this. And I said, look at why. You don't do nothing about it. Do something about it. Get a damn job. Yeah, that didn't go over well either.
Oh, discernment. I'm not going to say I've been a perfect angel.
Oh, we're all perfect angels.
Nope.
We're all perfect angels.
All you do is show them the road. You can't expect them to take it.
You show them the road, and if they don't take it, then it's on them. That's exactly right, Chuck. That is 100% right.
You plant the seed.
Yeah, it's called my foot in their ass.
Oh my goodness.
Ouch. That's not exactly a seed, Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay, 16 grapes.
Oh, don't just start doing that. We can't go to the 16 grape thing. It's Bonnie's channel.
I was explaining to my boys about how things are, and if things get really bad, how things are. Rabbits was on the phone with me, and I'm like, look here, it's like this. Things get bad enough. We got 16 grapes in the house. There's 4 of us. That means everybody in this house gets 4 grapes. You eat one of somebody else's grapes, that means they get your can of SpaghettiOs, period. And he busted out. He goes, I just love that.
You had to be there. Definitely the context. It was definitely the context. Basically, everyone needs to pull together and share. But he was
Yep.
very astute about it. Come on, Trudy.
Cindy Fuller, you are exactly right. I will have to agree with that. These kids don't know. They don't know what it was
Mike,
like to grow up like I did. Me and Bonnie talked about that earlier. When I'm on a tractor that has no cab,
Mm.
no cover, and the wind's blowing and the dirt's blowing all over you, and you have to go to the house and get a wet towel and put around your neck so you can stay cool, and then put you in a cab tractor that has an old swamp cooler that doesn't work, and you can't open the windows, so it's hot as hell in there. This thing's blowing hot air on you, and every time you hit a damn rabbit hole, you get mud dumped on you because that swamp cooler, and then all the dust and dirt, and then the combines we used, and you get all that chat on you. That is some itchy crap. And I growed up that way my whole damn life. You want to learn some hard lessons. Grow up the way I did. We go out and every weekend and every day after school, first thing we had to do is go pull weeds, which is the old pig weed, and we had a couple hundred pigs. And then you have to go feed the damn pigs. And then you every morning before you go to school, you got to go milk the damn cow, or you don't get breakfast. I mean, I grew up the old-fashioned way. I mean, it was, and I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I think now that I look back, it was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me.
My
Yeah, they
son
hit me.
and my daughter know how to write their names, and they're both responsible adults.
Yeah, Slow. I got hit yesterday for everything I ran my intro on. All my shows that I had that intro on because of music copyright that was free music.
It did that to me too, Chuck. And so in the disclaimer on um, when you go to your dashboard, I put in there the license number and everything, and now it's quit doing it. It did it for quite a while, but then it stopped. And it doesn't strike you or anything. It's just,
Yeah, it's nothing to hold against you, but still, they're the person that's doing it. They monetize them. I don't know. I haven't looked to see if my shit shows commercials. They monetize them because of their little 2 minute intro, shitty music.
yeah,
Now, if they want to do that like that, monetize it. Hell, let me play Metallica or something.
right. Yeah,
But Bonnie comes up. Sorry.
a lot of times I don't get notifications or go ahead, Rob.
That's a good fix with the licensing thing. I didn't think about that. That makes sense. Like let's say it's free music or whatever. If you give them credit, well, then they can't strike you. That's good to know
Yeah.
for the people watching.
Yeah, because I didn't make mine. Gigi made mine for me. And then when I kept getting, what happened was a song was played, so they copyrighted me for that. And then they added my intro to that. And so everything after that with an intro, they started copywriting. And so
Mm.
he sent me the license number and stuff. And so I put it in my page where it shows every time I play a video, it's in there.
And that makes really good sense. I've seen it on other creators. They'll have like a little link saying, license or song or picture. That's really good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that slow country, that should be the ministry of their truth or our truth, calling it for them.
Yeah. This privacy act, it means nothing, I guess. And everything that we do to try to keep it okay, it says reporting, teaching, scholarships, education,
Mm.
and research. And
Uh,
that's what we're all talking about.
yes.
And it's educating.
Chuck, you said Ministry of Truth. You're going to get Shane worked up. We're supposed to be talking happy thoughts. Switching gears, brother.
Hey, slow country.
Trying to think of a happy thought.
No, I'm not
What'd
going
you
to
say,
get
Doc?
worked up tonight.
What did you say, Chuck?
I'm trying to think of a happy thought.
I got lots of happy thoughts. I just can't say them on air.
We're
My goodness.
alive. We're
I do.
alive. We're here together tonight. We have some amazing people in chat and on panel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't swear the panel's great. Chuck and Rabbit and theirs great. You got that other dude named Shane on there, and I wouldn't swear he's always good.
Whatever, Shane. I'm going to have to start writing you checks once these rabbits give birth. I'm telling you, I'm in the process of editing the video. It is ridiculous the way they responded to your Girl in Texas song on a completely unrelated note.
I damn near sang that last night again.
Don't be doing that for free. You got to send me a notification or something so I can go ahead and snap that little video. You're really helping out
I'm
the farm here.
I'm
telling you,
fixing to
my
do something. I'm fixing to do something that's going to floored a lot of people.
Uh
Yeah, I'm fixing to put out a song of my own.
oh. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Gonna
Hmm.
be. It's gonna be a little bit,
You
but
talk about a teaser.
it'll be this year. It's gonna be.
Good.
It's gonna be later in this summer, but I'm fixing to put out a. It'll be the only single I do. It'll be the only one I've ever done in my life, and it will
Nice.
be the
Really
only
nice.
one I do.
Well, don't
I'm
say
gonna
that.
maybe I'll be do just be a one hit wonder, which is fine.
No, don't do that. Don't
I'm
limit
just
yourself.
You tell them,
no.
Rabbit.
I'd
You
rather
tell them.
I'd rather do covers, but I've got one coming up.
I'm willing to bet there's an album in there somewhere, Shane. At least
Oh,
12
I've got
songs.
oh.
If
Oh,
you're
who's
hard up for
playing?
material, just think about Bonnie.
You know this fixing to disappear, right?
Who is
Hang on.
who's playing that?
You,
Oh my
Shane.
goodness.
Rabbit, was that you?
Negative, sir, negative.
He raised
Uh,
his hand.
oh, Chuck. I didn't know if that was me or
That
the other
was
one.
It is you.
Oh, it's Chuck. Definitely Chuck.
It's a ghost.
Yeah. The 6 foot, 300-pound ghost. The baby Huey ghost.
I recorded Shane when he had a guitar.
Nice.
Way to go, slow country.
Good point. Yeah.
Cool, slow. No, I'm fixing to do something. And like I said, it'll be this year. It'll be fun.
Well, put me down for 10 of the copyrights because you're helping out.
Oh no, they'll be free. They'll be free. I'll just give them away.
What? Don't sell
No,
yourself short. You have a talent. You deserve to be compensated for said talent, and you could do charity. No one
Thank you.
says you have to spend the money on a BMW, but don't shortchange yourself.
I've been
well,
saying
here's the deal.
this.
Here's the
Tell him,
deal.
Bonnie. He'll listen to
I'm
you before
50.
me.
I'm 50, almost 51 years old, and I'm to the point that I don't need to make money on music. I just want to do it because it's something I enjoy to do. It's just something fun for me. And that's why I do
Res-
it for Bonnie all the time. I just enjoy doing it.
Well,
And no,
respect to
no
that.
one really listens to me. So until I got on the internet,
Really.
yeah, until no, me and my brother sang karaoke all the time, and he'd always sing over me. So I just quit singing. And me and him were in high school, vocal together. I was in Encore, which was a special class that only good people got in, and I was one of 13. Yeah, it was tough to get into.
Y'all
And
see what Jared the Cowboy put? Sorry about that, Shane.
no, you're good, bud. You're good.
That's messed up. Go ahead, Shane. I'm not trying to interrupt you. It's just like
No, you're good, bud.
Bonnie.
You're
Oh
good.
my
Joe.
goodness.
You're good, Joe. But
Shane,
yeah,
you're gonna
no,
have a hard sell. A hard sell on that, Shane. You said you were invited to The Voice more than
three
once,
three times.
and you expect me to believe, by any stretch of the imagination, the talent's not there? I mean, you had an entire global economy backing you. Now you turned it
No,
down for good
no.
reasons, moral reasons, but you got the talent.
I was invited 3 different times, and I turned them down once I got that block button because there's only one that I would want to work with. And I know damn good and well what's going to happen. They're going to block him. I will drop the damn mic on the floor, turn around and
Oh,
walk off, and not even be there. I'll just walk off and leave.
goodness. Wow.
Yeah, that's how I am, man. I don't put up with a whole lot of crap because remember, the voice is supposed to be about the person singing, not the judges. And when they forgot
Oh,
about that,
Good to see
I
you.
got I got very pissed, and I even quit watching The Voice. And because it's not about the talent anymore. It's all about the judges. And I'm like, nope, I'm out.
I think
I'm
we
out.
can agree with that. But I mean, if you launch your own album or your own song, right, under your own rules, your own pretext, as I'm sure Bonnie has beaten you upside the head with, why not turn it into something good? What I mean is, there's no rules or restrictions that I'm tracking to say you can't take the proceeds and use them for whatever good deed you want to use them for.
I don't need no proceeds. I just want to put out one song that everybody can hear and hope like hell it's good and to be done. And that's it.
Uh,
That's it.
oh, okay. I'm just saying that seems kind of 50-meter target type thing, Shane. But all right, I respect that.
He doesn't need no retirement. He doesn't need anything. He's just, yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying he does. He doesn't strike me as popper. I'm just saying, Bonnie, I've
Yes,
listened to you guys. Sorry, go ahead, girl.
he does.
Well, you know the deal. I mean, from what you guys have described, I've heard you guys many a times say that if you were rich, you'd use your powers for good. Make sense? Well,
Yes.
Shane
Yes.
has a very lucrative talent. What's
Mm-hmm.
to say he can't use that for good? Just
Exactly.
an opinion, just a silly opinion from a silly person.
It's a good opinion, Rabbit. It's a good opinion.
Well, I
Not
appreciate
everybody
all
can
the
sing, Rabbit.
I appreciate all the kind words. And
Remember
yes,
Don't
that.
take
I've got insecurities. So don't get
don't
me wrong.
take insecurity, Shane. I
Yes.
want you to name one person who's been invited more than once to The Voice. How many times have you guys seen those shows where people are standing outside and they're waiting to interview and they got all these crazy gimmicks and they're flipping out, right? I mean, 4 times, Shane, you don't need anyone else's validation.
Well, here's the thing. The three times,
As I was three.
you know how many people was hearing me at that time when I got invited three different times?
No idea.
Six people. Six. It was a
Ah, don't.
bunch of punk ass kids. I was at 46 and 47 years old, and they said you need to go professional. And one
Mm,
night I was singing to the radio. They recorded it, and the kid across the street sent it in. They called me. I said no, I'm not. No, I'm not interested. And then the second time, there was 6 or 8 of us sitting out there in the same damn garage, and I was singing, and 2 people sent it in, and that's where the other 2 come from. So they sent it in. I didn't do it. I don't, and I turned them down. I won't do it. I'm not going to get into that corrupt situation
I'm not
because I
asking
know
you
what it
to.
is. I'm not going to get into that corrupt situation. I'm not going to be owned, and that's why I
But
said if I do one this year, which I'm planning, it will be my terms. I will not be owned, and no one will own anything I have. I will not do it.
I would
But
say you own it. Sorry, go ahead, Bonnie. Get him. Get him, Bonnie. I know you feel it. Get him.
remember all the concerts and things that were done for the farmers and to raise money for the farmers so that because it what was it? Was it a horrible drought that we were having at that time or
Mm,
Yeah, what the hell
remember
was
the
that?
Save
That
the
was the
Farmers
farm.
movement?
Yeah,
great
that was
point.
the
Come on, Farm Aid.
yeah, Farm Aid. That was
There
it.
you
Mm-hmm.
Farm
go,
Aid.
yes.
Yes,
Why
I
would they
had to.
need help? I'll have to look that up. But anyway, stuff like
Yeah.
that, Shane.
Hi, Snooks.
Uh, T Girl, did you see Bonnie? Did you see T Girl's comment?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, Bonnie probably wouldn't have me let me have the money anyway. She'd take it and
Ah,
make
goodness.
me make me mind or something. I
You
can't
gotta
have
get
that.
a new cougar outfit for you to see.
Oh, I know
Whoa.
that's right. Yeah, if she's gonna own my money, she's gonna have to get a new cougar outfit. Now she
Oh
was
my
wearing one
goodness.
today. She was wearing
I'm
one
not
today, but
earning
she wouldn't
money.
show it to me.
No,
I don't know, Bonnie. He seems pretty confident. Maybe the panel, well, excuse me, maybe chat should judge.
I'm not earning anything of Shane's. Um, this comment, I think it's Jima Merkel. Is that how they say it? Uh, she's always on rescues.
Nice.
She knows music. So read her comment.
That's a good point.
In silence. I think you ran
Right?
away.
I think they're reading it. They may be reading it, girl.
Well, that's true too. Only a small percentage makes it to the cause. But that's what we need to change. And it could be just a small town hit bill thing. It doesn't have to be nationwide huge. Just
That's a good point, Bonnie. I mean, if you're in charge of the actual charity, you set the rules. I know that discernment is correct. 80/20 is like an industry standard, sadly. But if you're running it, you can dictate where it goes. I mean, you determine what the administrative costs are. You could actually make it fair. I'm
exactly.
trying to look at a hopeful side, sunny side type thing.
Me too. Well, that's true too. You can't be ruled if you don't obey. We're pretty good at not obeying.
Oh my goodness, GMA, that's good to know. Great information from the chat.
Yeah. I was helping this little band get started here and um, found a recording studio in Austin. But there was a difference of opinion of what kind of music was going to be put out, so it never happened.
Oh,
No, well,
Good night, Slow
always
Country.
the
you take care, Slow Country. I know you've been working hard. Get some rest. Blackwatch, did you really take Victor up? Because I haven't seen
And when did Blackwatch eat Pop Tarts?
him. Everybody's eating Pop Tarts now.
Oh my goodness.
Friggin' D Dog has killed us all. We're all eating sweets now.
That was awesome. I think T Girl said something about a birthday, unless I misread chat. I mean, she's been incredibly supportive. Great mod.
It is her birthday tonight, yes.
My
Yes.
goodness. Well, happy birthday, T Girl.
And I know somebody whose birthday's tomorrow.
Ooh, interesting.
In the break, tears of joy. And now my face, I'm open. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms wide
Marilyn,
open.
thank you for coming by.
Good night, Marilyn.
Wide open. I don't know if I'm ready to be the man I have to be. I go there, taken by my side, and depending on.
He's getting embarrassed.
Sorry, guys.
No need.
Sorry. I didn't realize I was off.
You're
I'm
fine,
sorry.
Shane. We love
I'm
it when
sorry.
you sing. And I mean, 90% of the people in chat love it when you sing also.
True.
I wouldn't swear to all that, but thank
I
you.
would.
When Chuck get a call?
Maybe.
Possible.
Yeah, more than likely. No, I love music, guys, and I apologize. I always hit mute, and
Don't.
listen to music, and
Shane,
I
you don't need to
love
apologize for singing.
love my music.
Agreed.
Not my
I mean,
music.
think
I
about it.
love music.
Well, think about it, Shane. The real tragedy would be not to do your passion or something you love. We're all on the same one-way ride.
Oh, absolutely. We all just got little different paths. We all got little different veins we follow, and oh, absolutely. And no, I
Oh,
love my
for
music. I
for what
love
it's
the
worth, don't sell yourself short. For real.
music. I even Bonnie told me today. We was talking earlier. She says, "Well, turn on your music and go outside, get you some fresh air." And I got the doors open right now because it was like 90 degrees or something silly today, 97. And she says,
It was
"Go outside and get you some fresh air and turn on your music."
Damn
Hey,
it.
yes, Chuck.
Fucking Vicky and then went shopping yesterday when I didn't go, and she didn't get me any guilt-free, gluten-free cake.
Guilt free or gluten free?
Probably
Both.
both.
You
Same
know,
thing.
gluten-free, guilt-free cake is a tub of fucking chocolate icing.
that.
You gotta
Oh
stay away
my
from that.
goodness.
Me and Bonnie talked about that earlier today too. You gotta get away from that sweet crap.
I was just in there looking. I got sticks of butter, I have powdered sugar, and I got cocoa powder, so I can make homemade chocolate buttercream if I want to put myself out.
No, no,
There
no.
Oh,
you
and put yourself in a chocolate coma.
go.
Call a doctor.
Yeah,
Nah,
call a doctor for a friggin' heart attack.
you don't eat it all at once.
You know?
Oh, really now?
Oh,
Chuck, Chuck's
You
like, you
don't.
know?
my kids had tons of those shits all the time. They'd eat the whole freaking tub. I'd figure there's icing for the cake that I'm making the next day. I'd make the damn cake. I'd go get the icing, and it's gone. The kid ate it the night before.
Good.
That's because I snuck in your house.
Oh,
No, the chocolate was Samantha, and the vanilla was Rayvon.
nice.
So you always
You,
knew who ate what.
If
it was
it's
back.
apple,
It was back in the '80s. It was good. Now it kind of gives you like that chapstick aftertaste.
Ooh. Who's doing that?
Yeah, Jerry
Might be
Lee, I got some
Shane.
guilt-free pie in there too, called apple pie filling.
yum. Well, I make my own, but
Shane, you there?
Yes, I'm
Hello,
here.
Lisa.
Lisa, it's good to see you. You doing okay? Haven't seen you in a minute.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah, Rabbit, I got to be careful. I'm jumping in between my music and the
No, you're
station.
on point. I was just going to say sometimes, at least my personal experience, and going on a limb here, it's easy to take the opinion of someone you love or care about as just being nice. Well, you
Yeah,
don't
and
know me from
Bonnie's too nice to me. She needs to beat me up
maybe,
a little bit.
maybe, but you
Tell
don't know
me,
me from Job. You don't know me from anyone. When we look at the big
right,
picture of things, right? And I'm
correct.
telling you, man, you got the talent. I mean, I would listen to it. And I'm willing to bet some other people on there chatting away, all jokes and silliness aside, they would do the same.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, there's times I screw up and forget to
Who
hit mute,
who doesn't?
and I got my stuff going on, and it's like, and a lot of mine, some of the same songs. I've got a lot of different songs I like to play, but some people don't care for them. Some of them's, I go from rock to metal to, I
A big
mean, I,
genre.
I got it. Yeah, no, my genre is anything but solid rap.
Mm,
I will not listen to
agreed.
solid rap. A solid
But you
rap means they drop the C off the front end,
you know what? You know
and
what? That's awful, but accurate. But
and
you
so
also know there's a market for everything, no matter
oh,
how
absolutely.
ridiculous or how crazy. So I'm still bewildered on why the hesitation.
I don't know.
Well, take it
Still
from
self. Here's the thing. I've always been insecure.
really now.
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
you hear me on the internet now,
Agreed. Yeah, that's all I know.
and the first time I come on, I was so damn scared because I've always had stage fright.
Really.
So the first time I come on the internet, it was like, okay, I want to do this, and I did. I went on Liberty Warrior Nation, and me and him become friends, and
Nice.
everybody uh, enjoyed our conversation. I'm not saying they enjoyed me; they enjoyed the conversation.
You got to include yourself, Shane. Don't do that. No self-deprecation. You're better than that.
So yes, I've always had an insecurity problem, especially my vocals, because you never know how you sound until
True.
I didn't know what my voice sounded like until I went back after about 3 or 4 shows of Mike on Liberty Warrior Nation and went back and listened. And I sound like one big dumb redneck.
Oh, I would argue that, but I understand the
No.
concern. I won't even listen to mine. But yeah, it's definitely a normal concern.
Yes. And so when I listened to it, I was like almost embarrassed.
Hmm.
And so I almost dropped out then. And because I was supposed to just be in the background, I was just going to help out and jump in and send, stuff to him. So we had conversation. But,
Yeah.
but yeah. And then Bonnie, she come along and Gigi. And so it really changed.
I didn't
And then
do nothing.
no, you didn't do nothing. I know. I'm not blaming you for nothing,
All I
honey.
know is Bonnie unmuted to make sure we knew. Make sure we knew. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's quick to whoop me a little bit, which is fine.
In a good way. In a good
Oh
way,
yeah,
Shane. You know that.
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. What is that, Chuck? Peaches?
Guilt-free apple pie.
Apple?
Oh, chat was talking about
Guilt-free
pie.
apple pie.
Yeah, apple pie with no crust. Apple pie filling formed
No,
up.
Yeah, but
no, no,
it's still got all
no,
the sugar in it.
Oh,
no,
heck.
Chuck. Apple pie. Sorry, Bonnie, you get him. Apple pie
You
filling.
got to
Oh,
have the cinnamon sugar crunchy crust with it.
there we
No,
Yep,
you
go.
don't.
that's the part I don't feel guilty about. That's bad for you. I'm just eating.
That's why this is non-guilt. That's what he said, non-guilt.
I'm gonna back Shane on this one. That's pure sugar and fruit imitation. What the hell,
It's,
Chuck? We talked about this.
it's a wish pie.
Yeah, a wish sandwich.
Yeah, you wish it was better.
It tastes good. It's just like
No, no,
I'm
you're
I'm
eating.
making up for all them store bought pies you get that looks like they wiped the counter up with the filling and then made it.
Well, that's fair,
Oh.
but hold the can up, Chuck.
I ain't got the can. I got a little bit in the bowl.
A
See how
little bit.
big
You got
my
the whole
hand
damn
is?
can in there.
No, it's
Fancy
about a
are we?
quarter.
A
About a
quarter
quarter.
my rear end. I back Shane on this one. That's a can. I mean, according to most of the food products out there, I'm a family of 4. And you eat something, it says 1 serving or the rest of it. Come on now.
That's a small saucer. Look,
That
my
is
head, my
not.
head's a bowl.
I have
Chuck,
seen your head.
Chuck, you're 6'7". I know
Thank
your
you,
hands
Shane.
ain't that damn small. That's a big damn bowl. You got
Yes.
the whole damn can in there.
I guess
What
y'all.
is con-
The rest of the cans in there, over half of it's in there.
I knew it. Told you.
Yeah, y'all don't want to see me a peach cobbler. Yeah, I'd have the crust and all, which is worse for you. But I get a peach cobbler, one of them little 1 foot by 8 inch ones. That's gone. Half of it's gone in one sitting. But I don't eat that shit all the time either. So
Right. Right. And no, that's understandable.
I'm sitting here wondering what I could have now. If I had grits, I'd make grits and then put these over. I like grits with apple.
No.
Oh, here
No.
we go. Now we talking. See,
That sounds
how
good.
do we always end up on damn food?
It
Damn it,
sounds
Chuck.
good. That's a coronary. I'm sorry. What, Chuck? Come on. We talked about this, man.
My bowl's bigger than your bowl.
Oh my goodness, Bonnie.
Bonnie, I wouldn't be bragging about that. Anyway,
Yeah, I can hold that in my hand. That's little.
yeah, it's an 18-inch bowl, and I can hold it in my hand. That's okay. Chuck, you're a big dude. So you got big hands. You're probably like me. I know my hands from point to wrist is 8 inches, and I'm sure
Mm.
yours is that big or bigger.
Yeah, I measured across the top of the bowl. It's 6 1/4 inches.
All right, so that is a small bowl. Okay, I'll
No.
give you that.
Let's see how.
Small bowl. Small bowl.
And it's 1.5 inches deep from the
And see,
bottom up.
I'll give you that one, Chuck. Okay. I'll give you that.
Enabler.
That's just a tease. You'll be looking for a cheeseburger or something here in a minute.
Yeah, that.
Ugh.
I just wanted something sweet, and I realized ain't shit you can go to now unless I get it at the convenience store, and I'm getting more chemicals out of that than anything. Which just
Oh yeah, you're getting all preservatives. You ain't getting nothing but sugar and preservatives. You ain't getting no protein out of that crap.
Good post, Bonnie.
What'd you do? What'd you put?
yeah, years ago, Flo. Used to have a thing too when I was a kid for camping. It had looked like a clamshell. It had 2 long metal handles. You take a piece of bread on each side, lay it in there, and you put pie filling in the middle, clamp it shut, peel the crust off what's left around the thing, and set that in the fire, and it makes homemade little pies.
Oh yeah.
Yummy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you can
goodness,
mush it
yummy.
Rip off the crust and mush it around the sides with all your crap in it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right on both sides in the campfire. Yeah, you got a pretty good meal.
Isn't that called kolaches? Oh.
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah,
It actually
it really is.
Yep.
Narendra, you're awful quiet tonight. What's up,
Well,
little
because
girl?
somebody was asking for the link, and I put in chat that it's at the top of the chat,
I found
but I
it.
can't remember who was asking for the link. I'm kind of looking to see who was asking for the link so I can go back and point out to that person.
I was asking for a link from Blackwatch for Josh because Josh just needs one more sub
Oh goodness.
or something.
Oh, wow.
So,
No, someone else. I think it was Jerry Lee was asking for a link.
Well,
No,
and
Trudy.
if Josh needs one more sub for something, the problem you're going to have is you better find him 10 subs because
Well, yeah.
YouTube's going to try to hose you.
Yeah, YouTube tax will get him before the day, and they'll take 10 away for getting one.
I don't
Yep.
think it's through
Who's-
YouTube because he only needs 50 and he's got 49, I think he said. I don't know.
Who Who's Josh and where's his link?
Josh is in chat sometimes. He's I think he's from over at Ken Stout's.
I'm gonna have to go close my front door. We got June bugs coming in.
Oh, I keep saying I'm heading over to Slow Countries, and he just keeps tempting me.
Yeah, Slow. My dad used to do kind of the same thing. He'd hollow out, core the middle of the apple at top, and then cut it cone shaped, and he'd pour some cinnamon in it, put some sugar in top, and wrap it and pour them. He'd throw them in the fire for about a half hour. That's basically the thing. I think that's the same idea.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Slow Countries are always cooking amazing stuff.
What do you call them? Like apple bombs, and he said if you put wrap a biscuit around it, and he said that's an apple dumpling. Or biscuit dough.
So it is YouTube. Huh.
Good point. They love to scrub.
Yep. Yeah, YouTube's been pretty vicious here lately, and they're making your stuff disappear. They're making all your subs disappear. And I don't know why they're doing it because, well, they're only doing it to conservatives. And it's like, and I shouldn't say that. Maybe that's not correct statement. But I know they're doing it to a lot of people that I know of. And they're very vicious about it. And they're taking away a lot of crap. I've seen channels that was 30 and 40,000 a night, like one of the ones I'm involved with. And now we're down to a little nothing.
Y'all want to hear the music I'm gonna put on my stuff, and it's free and it's off of YouTube.
So,
yeah,
but you can do
second
it.
Shane.
But you can be careful because you can do it if you put it out, but it can't be played on Bonnie's.
You can't do Moonlight Sonata. That is completely.
That's for release, and it's on YouTube stuff.
No, okay. I thought that was pretty well known. What you just played.
I guess depends on who plays it or whatever. I don't know.
They probably got some keys off. That was a knockoff.
Well, and that's the thing. You got to be careful because one person, if they do it and they have the copyrights to it or there's no copyrights to it, but you played on somebody else's channel while you're in chat or on the panel, they will nail the person that owns the channel and give them a strike. Not necessarily a bad one, but they will not let them be monetized. Trust me, me and Mike, we've been doing this shit for a year. We've been hit with everything you can get hit with. And it's just like, this shit is crazy. Yeah, YouTube has just got plumb silly in the last 2 years. Plumb silly. Last year, actually. So you got to be careful playing that. But no, that's a damn good song. Girl.
Everybody be like, "You listen to classical?" I said, "A few of them."
I listen to, like I said, everything but crap. I mean, rap. And yeah, hey, there's a few rappers out there that sang with some other people I love. And it was P. Diddy and Sting. Every Breath You Take is a tribute to Biggie Smalls. And then there was What was that other one? There was another one. There's another one. Jaw Rule and Ashanti.
Mm,
Yeah. Man, them two songs I just love to death. And why I don't know. But man, it's just the beat and the song and the words and the feeling and the vibe it puts off is just a good feeling.
that's good.
Yep. And so that's why I go by. I don't go by
Right.
uh, popularity. I really don't give two shits about that. But yes, I have, like I said, I listen to a lot of music. I have since the 70s. We grew up on music. And the music I grew up on in the 70s was from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Because my mom and dad played it every night. They'd
Oh yeah,
rather
it's good
dance
music.
around. Oh, yeah. They'd rather dance around the living room than watch TV because we only had three channels back then. And that's what I grew up on. Yeah,
Yeah,
the channels, yeah, two of them were snow half the
It's
time.
just the way you said it.
yeah,
Yeah.
G-Bob. Snoop Dogg won't smoke weed with Willie no more. Willie skunked his socks off.
Yeah. I never got, I used to listen to Snoop Dogg a little bit, just here and there. And I was like, I just couldn't get into it. And then I listened to, what was that one that always had the fake nose on and the fake
Good
glasses?
girl.
I can't remember. I remember the song. I could see it, but I can't remember.
I remember you talking about it. Humpty Dumpty or whatever.
Yes. Yes. That's it, Chuck. That's it. That's it. And that's
Where's the ball? Where's the ball?
Yeah, Black
it,
Watch. That depends.
yeah, Shane. I have never peed on my Diddy, not once. Oh, no way.
Goodness.
Yes. It's
Hmm.
that is not a good one. We are setting ourselves up, guys, for a
Dámelo.
big
Dámelo.
fall. Yeah, we're in trouble. If we can't change the 22 election and get it Republican in the Senate and the House, we are in trouble. Because Biden's administration will probably be there for another 2 years.
Come on now, Shane. We agreed we're gonna think happy thoughts.
No, I know. Yeah, Bonnie needs to get back on here and change this whole damn
Well, if I had to
shit
guess, she's
around.
probably getting a cake or a pie or something with Chain. Well, excuse me, with Chuck. I said Chain. Oh my goodness. You two are synonymous.
Shane.
You're both
Did you
synonymous.
know in Spanish, my name is spelled Shane, and in Spanish it is chain?
I could see that actually. No
Yeah.
oigo nada.
I'm
Yeah.
Carlos.
You're
Yes.
not Carlos, Chuck. We talked about this. You're not Carlos.
Charles is Carlos.
Mm-mm.
I'm Bonita.
Ay, Dios
Yes.
mío. Ella es
Bonita.
tú muy bonita. Sí.
I
Come
have no idea what Dorinda is in Spanish. Never checked.
Mm.
Uh,
I'm gonna go with
That's a weird
amorosa. No, Dorinda's got to be amorosa. Estoy muy amorosa.
one.
No, no bueno.
Very beautiful.
yeah. Buenos burritos.
Not no food. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's
No.
no, I know a little bit of stuff, but I don't know everything, and I don't claim to. Like I say, I do a lot of research, but I can't say I do as good a job as I probably should. So yes, I
Well,
make mistakes.
don't beat
I'm,
yourself up too much. That same criticism could be passed around like wildfire. I mean, who knows anything anymore, right?
I've got
Around Spanish
I've
get
got
me
a
in trouble.
I got a little Hispanic girl sitting over here on the couch.
My goodness.
Yep, and she's fluent in Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
slang, and English.
Where from? If I can be so nosy.
She's from here in the States. She was born, I think, in Phoenix. Your dad's from where?
Oh
Sinaloa.
yeah, this. See, yeah, no, I'm tracking there.
But anyway, yes, and she's very fluent, and she can speak it, and she she never even calls me my name. Instead of Shane, you know what she calls me?
Kick at us.
No. Every
No, I
time,
mean,
even in text, she
no,
calls me Hefe.
sorry.
Excuse me.
Kick at
J-E-F
us.
Hefe.
Kick at us is what do you mean? A jefe, boss. Comprende.
Yes. Yes. And that's what she calls me.
Eres tú. Eres tú.
And,
Vale.
and she's got all her friends when they come over. They say, "Happy, how you doing?"
You better watch out for that, Shane. That's a big marker.
I don't know what it is,
Jefe is a big, heavy title, man.
but
That's
that's what
that's
she has
past head of
called me
household.
for
Oy.
3 years.
You should tell her the nursery rhyme. Tell her no oigo nada, soy pescado, tenga orejas de venado.
She calls
Dámelo, dame.
Swami.
Don't say that. Yeah, no, it's nothing perverted. It's I can't hear you, I can't see you. I have the ears of a deer. It's an old nursery rhyme with Hispanics, Islanders, things of that nature. Come on,
Like I said,
come
I
on.
know enough to get me in trouble.
You do, Chuck. You stay in trouble. Put your video back on, Pie Eater.
No, he's not in trouble. His wife probably went to work, so he's probably good for the night.
Ooh,
She
this is a true
watches.
statement. Oh, she does. She really does.
Oh yeah,
You know,
she pays attention
we've heard
when
about all
she's
these food
around.
things.
Shane,
Yes,
when Bonnie comes back,
yes.
could you please let her know that T-Girl has lost her wrench?
What? Again?
Yeah.
Say
Again,
number 2.
son.
Because she says, Bonnie, sorry if I messed up and lost my wrench.
No, she didn't do anything.
No,
It's
she didn't.
showing up. She's still blue.
No,
Yeah,
she's
see, I
right. From
can't
mine,
see it.
I'm seeing her as not blue. You know, this goes to that whole shenanigans thing. She's on point. She's a regular
I
chat.
refresh.
Yeah.
She's still blue.
From what I'm seeing on mine, and I'm on a phone for crying out loud. It's showing
Bonnie,
regular,
go
no
back to
wrench.
It
her.
was
Bonnie, go back
gone.
to her.
I fixed
Blackwatch
it.
is showing no wrench too.
No, Blackwatch has one also.
It's weird.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I believe you all heartedly, darling. Just from my thing, from my screen, it shows them without one. It's weird. Very weird.
We got Black Watches wanting the link.
Oh, goodness. Everybody stand by to stand by.
Oh, for Josh, I think he said.
I think
Drop
T-Girl
link for
already dropped
Josh.
it, Blackwatch, earlier, but go ahead.
And I think it's still showing at the top, right? On mine, it's still showing at the top.
Yeah.
Well, there you
People
go.
don't seem to
She learned how to pin it. Great.
Well, we have to wonder if it's actually showing on their end. No fault of the operator.
Yeah.
Usually, if it's in YouTube, it'll pin it. That's what Chuck does, and it's always worked.
True.
Yep.
But
I figured it out. I figured it out.
you tell him, Bonnie. You got it.
Yeah, I
Let's
don't
like
sing
I
it.
said, we had to ask Chuck for help, and he's a newbie.
Yep.
I don't see Josh. Either he's got me blocked or somebody blocked him on my channel or something.
Well, I don't see him here either, so I don't know
Same.
who Josh is.
I
Josh
haven't
is
seen him
Josh
tonight yet, but he comes in. Yeah, it's
Oh.
Josh Kinder.
Yeah.
Josh
And
Kinder,
we're
huh?
waiting-
There it is. Blackwatch
waiting on
just
it.
dropped it.
He's got it. Oh my goodness, T-Girl right behind him without missing a beat. Great moderator.
Well, he got one more sub. He's at 54.
Trying to add one and help be 55. Come on. Good girl, good girl. Ready?
Should be at 56 now.
I don't know how you do both German Shepherds, Chuck. I'm having a hard time with just the one. She is insatiable. Come on, baby.
Then you had two hard-headed boys, and one of them's like mental deficient.
Well, I'm lucky. I got just one smart girl. Come on, baby.
The other one's smart, but he follows the dumb one.
He ain't that damn smart then.
Yeah, we're gonna argue
You got conservative following a Democrat. That ain't that.
Oh my goodness. We're trying so hard, Shane. Try to let it go. I know it's in you, brother. I know you're feeling it. We know the passion. We're right there with you. We're just trying to show you some love.
No, you're good, ma'am. You're good.
No, but you're not wrong.
I have to give Chuck shit because he gives me shit.
Oh, accurate.
T-Girl, I wonder if that happened because you changed devices.
Ooh,
I don't know
good
why
point.
that happened, but you never
You
know.
change device, yeah, you change everything. Everything.
I'm learning that.
Because I sure didn't take her wrench away.
Yeah, but YouTube might.
No, but YouTube has been notorious about taking wrenches and subs away
True.
and subscribers. So it's not always about what we've done. Sometimes they just disappear your crap. They ghost you.
Yeah.
True.
They ghost you.
Man.
What?
Now this stupid they quit for a day and decided to come back. Chuck knows. Well, everybody knows. Toothache suck.
Sorry to hear it, girl.
I don't know. Well, Bonnie, since it's getting quiet, what do you want to talk about? Let's bring up a subject. This is your channel, hon. You do what you want.
Well,
Yes. I don't know if I'm ready to be the man I have to be.
Do it, Chuck.
Bonnie.
since I know that other people just love talking about it.
Loved what? You must be unplugged, Bonnie.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
plug
Breaking
back.
up a tiny bit. Teeny bit.
Every time she starts crackling, I know she's unplugged. She's
Because I
either
went to
trying to
No,
smoke or something silly.
Goodness.
I went to the desk to show my face.
Which was awesome.
It was strangling the
Pushing our computer loose.
Anyway, so because
What the heck?
Wasn't me.
Scared the hell out of me.
It was me.
I doubt that, Shane. I doubt that all-heartedly.
I want to tell you, I can do that around a cat and a cat's run. I make the damn cats run.
Oh, no.
Hey, get this. I had a a family of skunks come in my damn house because I have my back door open and
That sounds like a great joke. Go ahead.
oh no, but and so I made a cat sound because I thought, man, if I scare them,
Can you read that, Rabbit?
and I'm going to get sprayed. So they was going around to the other door,
Nothing.
and I squeal like a cat, and I'm going to tell you, them things disappeared in a hurry. But the funny thing is, my feral cat that I had raised since she was, I don't know where she come from, but she wasn't 2 ounces when I found her, and her eyes were matted shut. She was sick.
Ooh,
And so I started putting aspirin in the water, and she was drinking it and started eating.
nice.
And we nursed her back. Now, she never had a very loud voice, but she brought a whole family of damn skunks. She's brought skunks in here. She's brought raccoons in here. So I just make a screaming cat sound, and boy, they disappear. They disappear.
So just to make sure I understand, you raised a feral.
Yes.
This feral attracted wild animals of all sorts of disdain. And to counter such an effect, you somehow produced a feral cat sound of your own and scared them off.
Oh, I've had it for years. I can sound like an elephant. I can sound like a cat. I can sound like
I'm not drunk enough for this. What the heck, Shane? Oh my goodness. Are you serious?
yes.
That should be like the next ringtone or something. What are you doing wasting your talents? You should be recording that and putting it on WhatsApp.
I'm too damn old to do any of this shit.
Whatever, that's all bull. I had a really good person one time who a lot of people would say was too old. He was 68, manning a 50 cal. And he said, I'm going to do it till I die. He said, don't let the old man in. And I believed him. And it was a good philosophy. You know, it's not so much the physical age, even though that is a factor, obviously. But it's definitely mindset. And you guys are all young at heart. I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of 16-year-olds. Are you kidding me? It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh
Everybody's
yeah.
free spirited.
I'm young at heart, but I just, you know, I don't know what it is. Maybe.
Well,
I have
we're
so
going to
much
go with
crap going on, and
we're going to go with the lateness of the hour.
well, and I have so much crap going on in my life that it's just like,
Oh my
I don't
goodness, Shane, that's a good one. Bonnie, you did great. Sorry to interrupt, Shane, but this is worth mentioning. See what Bonnie put.
Sing T girl happy. I don't sing happy
Oh.
birthday. Sorry, I'll
What?
sing you.
You don't
I'll
sing
sing you
happy.
a country song for your birthday, but I will not sing you happy birthday because I always hated that damn song.
Well, you might have to do that one where so and so doesn't make honky tonk angels or something.
Was that a Travis Britt song?
Oh my goodness, it was not. It was a young lady who sang that song. It wasn't blank who made honky tonk angels. Bit of a quiz there, Shane. You so got this.
There you go.
lost.
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday!
Oh my goodness.
Sing it, Brenda. You can probably sing better than me. I can't sing at all.
Well, hey,
No.
Chuck, you know the words.
Just
Come on,
they're
man. What's
nodding.
happy birthday? What's happy birthday?
Yeah, wait a minute. Why do I always get picked on? Chuck, you
Yeah, let's
sing
get
the-
Chuck out there.
I
Come
was
on, let's do it.
singing. I was
No,
there.
no,
They did
no.
that.
You
I
posted.
hear my
Come
voice.
on now.
She's crying. We can't.
Come
have-
on, Chuck. Come on, you know how it goes. It goes where everybody gets annoyed and it's a little awkward and everybody goes, happy birthday
We all
to
do it together. There
you.
you go.
Come on.
And because of
Happy
the
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear T girl. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
See,
Yeah.
I lied. I said I was going to sing you happy birthday.
I have very seldom have I ever sang Happy Birthday, and I think maybe twice in my life.
Well, with that baritone, you're cheating the world, Shane. You're cheating them.
Well, no. Here's the thing. When I started out, I
There's
was
y'all a
a
recording, and boy, the
tenor and an
voices different.
alto, and
Yeah, good. Yeah.
when I was in junior high, I always wanted to be a baritone, and
Welcome.
so that's when I started training my own voice. I hated sounding like a little damn girl because I sounded like a little damn girl when I was in seventh and eighth grade. I can sing soprano. I don't like,
Oh,
uh-huh. And so then I changed it a little bit. By the time I got into high school, by the time I was a sophomore, I was up to an alto, and then
Shane, that's called puberty, hon.
oh
well,
my goodness,
maybe
Bonnie.
it was, and you had to go there, didn't you? But no, I hated being that.
Ah,
I wanted a deep voice. I wanted to be a baritone. I wanted to be the bass. I wanted to be the beast, And so that's what I trained myself to do. And now it just keeps getting weirder and weirder, and it's like, what the hell? Yeah, it was. It's been a crazy ride because, like I said, my vocal teacher, he says, I don't know how you do it, but you can change your voice to sound like anything. And I said, I don't know either, but I have this country slang, so I'm a
mm,
redneck from hell.
mm, I'd argue that
Do what?
redneck from hell insinuates ignorance with stereotypes. You're not ignorant, Shane.
Well, that's okay. I'll give you that one.
You got Black Watch on panel. Welcome, Black Watch.
Yes, we've got
Hello,
Black
Black
and
Watch.
White.
I hope
Thank you for the.
so. That would be awesome if that happened.
He's here to beat me up.
Agreed.
I can already tell you he's here to beat me up.
It's possible, but then again, he has enough
Yeah.
love for all of us. He tends to go
Oh, he
ahead and
does.
sling it wherever it does go, except the ladies, and I respect him for it. Smart man, very smart man.
Yeah.
Because he knows to get his arse swamped.
Yeah.
That's right, girl. You tell him, dear. You tell him.
Hmm.
T-Dog. Last time I was kicked in the nuts, I could sing Bring Up the Soprano.
D-Dog,
I didn't.
with us.
Hell, I lost my breath last time I was kicked in the nuts.
I
was
would
like-
imagine so.
Yeah, I
D-Dog,
was
come
like,
tell your jokes.
I came out of a tree one time and kicked a boy, in the nuts and beat the living hell out of him because he was trying to take children away from their homes. And I caught him.
God.
And he went around the neighborhood. Ah.
I had been just sitting up in the tree reading a book, not paying attention to nobody. But I watched this kid stroll into the neighborhood, the backyards of the kids, trying to pull the kids out of the yards. One of the
What?
kids went with him. I didn't like it. I voiced my opinion loudly.
Before or after said kick?
After.
Interesting.
But
Very interesting.
I also beat him up at the time.
Yeah, I would say that would do it.
Good thing we didn't have
But he
cell
messed
phones
with kids.
back then because I'd have been in jail. But so would
Boy.
he, and that would have been perfect.
So you stopped the Pied Piper. Good job, dear.
You should have emphasized your point with a couple extra kicks.
Oh my goodness, Chuck. I think Black Watch was trying to say something before I interrupted. My apologies.
I'm sorry,
You know,
Black
but
Watch.
any male that does that to kids deserves to get them kicked flat.
And I just want to thank you for.
Power coming out of a tree. swinging on the tree branch.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Black Watch. I was just had a visual of Derek coming out of a tree, kicking someone in the crotch. My apologies.
She doesn't kick anybody. She uses knives.
Oof.
Yeah.
Very
That time,
wicked.
that time I didn't have any.
The only one I know of carries a switchblade in a travel pack.
Hmm.
I don't
Interesting.
have. I don't have a switchblade.
Oh, we got to
That,
send you one.
that's illegal in Canada.
Oh, well, we don't send you one.
I want to thank you.
I was in Michigan on my weekend away, and I bought my husband this really really cool knife. I
I
thought
got
it was the most
a bag of
beautiful
pretzels
knife I
stuck up my
ever
butt.
seen.
Black
So
Watch, you got to give her a moment. You've been on this channel a long time. You know she doesn't talk often, and she's a lady.
Got to show them a little patience.
Where have you been? They're in
he
Oh,
has he
Oh,
has the
Lord.
knife hidden away because it is a deadly weapon. It had all kinds of curls on it, the whole 9 yards. And I thought it was like a skinning knife. Okay?
I'm sorry. Sorry.
But needless to say, it wasn't a skinning knife.
You got to have patience and kindness for them pedos.
If I wanted patience, I'd have been a damn doctor.
And I'm learning from Bonnie, and I'm trying to learn patience. Black Watch, you were saying?
I forgot. During the what was I saying?
That I carry knives.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, I want to thank people for Josh.
Close that door.
The truth is, the kid pissed me off earlier today because he's like that. I told him in the Zoom, private. There's two of them,
Nice.
Alex and him, and they both have secrets. And I says, look, I will never be serious. Get a grip. I'm not hot with you, not at you. Anyway, I don't know what he took the wrong way today, but he feels like Zach. You know what I mean? He wants to feel accomplished and, not made fun of and everything. So it took about half an hour for me to calm down and think, well, I'm still going to try to drop a link if I'm allowed.
Oh, you're reaching out to him. Good patience, brother. Good patience.
A bunch got together, built in the desktop, but there's added features for streaming on your cell and iPad, which you have to have 50 for.
Agreed. Yeah.
And so he's got it now, and thank you for that. And
She's buying all this shit to make it last.
Well, Black Watch, if you're promoting him and he's still awake and you walked him through the technicals, by all means, I mean, if it's okay with Bonnie, bring him up.
no, he's over on the. There's a long story to this, Rabbit.
Okay.
I left Tech. He's the only one that I brought with me. He was the last one in. So,
And that says a lot, Black Watch. It says a lot. Sorry, go ahead.
but anyway, it's easier to do on an iPad and cell, and you have to have 50. That got confirmed.
Yeah.
We confirmed it on Tech that you have to have it. So
Yes, sir.
now he's got it, and I'm not going to say anything to him. He'll just have to figure it out. He's over on another channel right now.
Well, hopefully he reaches out to you, especially if you spent some of your time to try and bring him in. Because it's not easy, man. You know the deal, especially with tech speak, etc. I mean, you took out some time of your day to promote the person or say, hey, you're welcome, make him feel welcome. You guys have all done the same for me, and I appreciate it. I mean, hopefully he sees the same message.
What you don't know is I left that channel on very bad terms.
Maybe. And you've mentioned this before.
No, maybe. But anyway, I'm glad that, at least he
Excuse me,
said,
gentlemen.
I
Excuse
won't-
me,
sorry.
Chuck. Do you mind sharing that last link that Conservative Cowboy put up? It's pretty cool, and I think y'all will find it kind
Which
of
one?
interesting. It's the very last comment that the Conservative Cowboy made. It's this.
I'm stepping down You guys have a great night. I love you all.
Oh, take care, Dorinda. Thank
I
you.
gotta work in the morning, so I gotta
Share
Love
go to
where?
you.
bed.
What do you mean?
Can I have a pretzel?
Share
No,
it where? What are you talking about?
she won't give me a pretzel. Okay.
Here on panel, I can't pull it up. It won't let me click on the link on my laptop, only on my phone, so I can't share it on panel.
Can you not right click the link and then open in another window on
You
your
want me to put
laptop?
it in private, or what do you want me to put it out there again? I don't understand.
Like you would share a video from you.
Oh, let me. Let's see.
Oh, I don't need to do that. You're gonna share it like that. Okay.
Ay, Dios.
Sorry, y'all. I've just never seen anything like this down here.
Interesting.
I've seen little dust twisters, and that looks like a solid wall up.
I'm getting it up there.
Okay.
I don't know if I can read it. Let's see if I can make it bigger.
Oh, I could have shared it from.
Chuck, I'm the same way. I always look to see if I can make it bigger, and I just don't know how.
Oh Lord.
No, we're talking about panels.
That was on you, Bonnie. That was on you.
Yeah, she took that one wrong.
Bonnie, I thought you were feeding him 9 lives, not Friskies.
Oi, 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 oi.
I think Shaden stays that way.
Do what?
She says you stay in a state
Shaden,
of readiness.
No, I think she said it, Shane.
that
I'm
didn't
ready.
work. You know what? I can probably do
Oi.
it for private chat, actually.
Thankful for the weekend, but the days in heaven just ain't gonna do.
All right, Chuck, I got it.
I have to
I'll
get this
share it.
done.
This is gonna take forever, darling girl. I just got started loving you.
Good girl, good girl.
Mhm.
You, Conservative Cowboy, you know what the Spanish translation is for Punta Gorda? That's fat whore.
What? Where is the volume? Well, there's no volume. Okay, this might take me down. Okay,
Oh,
that's it.
oh hell! I thought you. I didn't know you went to share the what it went to the video. I thought you meant just share the text.
Whoops. Okay.
Yeah, rabbits. I don't know if I was wrong on that, but I think that's the translation I get. And I used to work for Comcast, and people from there would call and say, "Yeah, we live in Fat Whore," and they were talking about Florida.
Come on, Tree. Come on.
Is that the translation?
I have never seen anything like that. And y'all, that that cloud of dirt.
Mm.
Sandstorm kind of like thing. It looked to me like a tornado, but
Lisa said there's a lot of storms down there. She's getting heavy downpours.
Yeah, she stays in storms. She needs to not worry about any repairs until it's all over with. I think. Night shift kicker, thank you. There's Victor.
I
Victor, Black
Oh
Watch
my
said he
goodness,
had you taped to the
Victor,
ceiling fan, spinning around.
can't
why?
believe it.
What just happened?
Victor came in. He got loose from the ceiling fan.
Goodness.
Oh,
Meanie.
maybe I grabbed the tinfoil wrap instead. The box said duct tape.
Well, you would know the difference. Come on
Well,
now.
I keep it in a box
Good to see you, David.
I keep it in a box labeled Quackers just for Victor.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shoot, that's duct tape. Oops, wrong one. Has he got his clippers on?
Hmm.
And panel except Black Watch.
Ouch. Very ouch.
Sorry,
uh,
Victor. Oh, sorry.
if you ever watch chat, they just go at it each other all the time.
They do.
Victor, I'm sorry about that. It said no residue. Just use some WD-40 to wipe it off.
That's why I say that's why I try to stay quiet because man, I get tired of getting beat up in the damn chat.
Me and Chuck have been holding off for what, 20 minutes now, Chuck?
Nice.
Anna Marie, what's your good
Good point,
news?
Anna. Good point.
I told you not to pull that chain on the wall, Bonnie, and you stopped the fan from going around. Victor's here. Victor's here.
Well, she pulled that chain off the wall, and that's what happened. Because Shane, the one that she pulled, was me. Wrong chain. I mean chain.
Bonnie did it, Shane. Not my fault now. Whatever Victor gives you.
Oh my goodness. And didn't that used to be a joke or something? You're always
It
pulling
did.
someone's chain.
It really did, girl. You got it.
Yeah, that used to be an old running joke, and that's why I said what I said. Be careful of that chain you pull. I mean chain.
Oi.
But that's where the song comes from. Chain of fools. And down drops Victor. What are you going to do? Sorry, Victor.
Oh my goodness.
We're beating up on Victor tonight, Shane. Let's get it.
And Victor is beating back. He explained the whole mechanics of the straitjacket, Black Watch.
Victor is an honored little cuss, and
He needs to get on here.
I like the hell out of him.
Agreed.
He's ornery, and I like him.
We should hear him or see him or both.
Well, yeah. Either way, he's an honorary little shit.
Come on, Victor, you got this. That big blue bee doesn't scare you. Come on up. I mean, if it's okay with Bonnie.
Victor's not ornery like Victor.
No, he's he usually protects me even on Gigi's. He's like, all right, Shane, can you break this down
That's
for me?
saying something. The whole Gigi vendetta. My goodness.
Yeah, he's like, can you break this down for me? I said, no, give it a couple of minutes and it'll be a different subject. So just give it a minute or two. Hey, Freedom.
Ooh, good point, Freedom.
Um, well, I can tell you what I'm going to do.
Now, you know what? I'll pay a Buffalo Head nickel to hear what Bonnie's going to do. What you got?
It's not happening.
I want to tell you,
Agreed. Agreed.
Bozo is a joke. He's been a joke. and he will continue being a joke. And if anybody votes for him, they're a joke.
I think we're past the voting phase. But yeah,
Oh,
agreed, Shane.
yes, he is a bozo. He is.
Shane, you might want to take a moment. The Victor's thanking you. He's sitting up. Throw him a Pop Tart.
No
He's,
way.
he's what?
He's thanking you, and he's sitting up there with his tongue out. Throw him a Pop Tart.
He is not. Oh my goodness. I'm reading chat. I didn't see anything about tongue out. Come on now, Black Watch. Work with me here.
Oh,
Unless
Blackwatch.
it's private chat.
Blackwatch likes to beat me up too. So I got to take both
True.
of them into. I got to take both of them into consideration and then just weed out the silliness, which it's all silly in it, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, and I don't hold it against them. I mean, I deserve to be beat up.
What's that got to do with you? I just said Victor's sitting there looking at you, and you throw him a Pop Tart. You got all the Pop Tarts. You went and bought all the Pop Tarts.
Great talking points, conservative, but a bit tricky in the current environment.
Chuck is still up here, right?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
see if I can.
he's laid back. He's kicking back and just relaxing. I don't blame him.
Let me
Well, quick
see if
question. Oh,
I
sorry.
can find it. It's okay. Y'all can go ahead and talk. I'm just looking.
Well, the quick question was the birthday girl, T girl. She's still in chat. What is she doing tonight? I've never seen her on panel, and I respect that, but I'm just curious. It's the birthday. How are you this evening or morning? Whatever the time finds you. Because she
She's
does
still,
really good promotional. She works really hard for the channel.
Yes, she does. And I did hear she was on another panel
Awesome.
somewhere. But she's never been on one.
Yeah, I'm not sure the semantics, but it's still cool.
as long as it's productive and not destructive, I don't have a problem.
Victor, come on, you got to come up. I'm genuinely curious. You got Blackwatch, you got Shane, you've got all the material. Come on up, provided Bonnie still has a link, which I
He
think
has.
she does.
I don't think I've ever seen Victor on panel. He's always stayed in the chat.
Oh, I
And,
don't know the rules. Yeah,
yeah, he's always been in the chat. But
pretty novice at this.
yeah, he's. I don't think he's an idiot by no means. I think he's actually pretty damn smart. And I've seen some of his comments, and just watching his comments tells me that he's really got his thoughts together, which is cool.
What are you talking about? He let me tape him to the ceiling fan, didn't he?
Maybe Blackwatch, but the only reason we mention it is to encourage participation.
Me? No. What?
And I think he's got some intelligence to him.
Come on, Blackwatch, you're used to all kinds of avenues. It can't be one-sided. We're not into echo chambers here. That's why I like Bonnie's channel. It's very informative, very diverse.
Okay, check. I'll put this here.
We can just get Chuck to sit up a little bit because I think I'm staring at his forehead. I'm on a phone, Chuck. Give me a bone here.
Put that in private. See how that goes. And then go back to it.
What are you talking about, Bonnie?
What Texas is facing. And it's sounding not good.
Well,
Let's see what the Lone Star's doing.
it's the government
Oi.
that's making bad decisions. The
No,
states just go walk away.
it's our
It's a good point, Bonnie. Really good article.
it's who they're probably going to try to place over Texas. And yes, I said that correctly.
You did. You really did. Sadly. Was like your chat commented earlier. What are you going to do if the WHO or the rest of them circumvent They may not have to based on what you linked. Oh my goodness.
Not me.
Is it me?
I don't think so, Bonnie, unless you're doing soft country.
No, Jenny, come on.
Black Watch is like, come on, man, come on.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
oh,
gonna,
girl, I just got started loving you. We had to change the subject.
I am. I'm fixing to share something,
Oh my
and
goodness.
y'all can
Okay.
see what
We're all in trouble now.
Uh-oh.
What?
I just want
I'm trying to catch up
no.
on chat here.
This
Go
cannot
ahead.
happen. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Oh
Okay,
my
we need
God.
some volume. I know I don't like it either, but
No, but you sing it, girl. Your channel. Let's see it.
Born to be in it. You went across the country alone on a road trip after you lost your election, and you said you, quote, sometimes help raise your kids. These are things in my mind that a female candidate would be able to get away with.
Ball.
Do you
Where's the
think
ball?
you can get away with more
Where's
because
the ball?
you're a man? And do you have any regrets about launching on the cover of Vanity Fair?
You're right. There are things that I have been privileged to do in my life that others
it's
cannot.
not going up any further.
And I think the more that I travel and listen to people and
It's
learn
good.
from them, the clearer that becomes to me. When women in this country are paid 80 cents on the dollar that a man makes, African American women 61 cents, Latinas 53 cents. When you have 10 times the wealth in white America than you do in black America, when you have the largest prison population on the face of the planet, and it's disproportionately comprised of people of color, the systematic foundational discrimination that we have in this country in every aspect of life is something that I have not experienced in my lifetime. And I've had advantages that others cannot enjoy. So being aware of that, and then doing everything in my power to help correct that, working with others, ratifying the Equal Rights Amendment, for example, so that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt that women will be treated equally in this country. Staring in the face the legacy of slavery and segregation and Jim Crow and continued suppression in our economy, in our democracy, in our system of justice. It's the only way that you begin the work of repair and stop visiting those injustices on the generations that follow. So yes, we have our work cut out for us in this country. I have my work cut out for me to be a better person and ensure that I'm more
Blech. No, that's
I'm going
not
to tell you.
fun.
I want to tell you. I was hoping you wouldn't play that whole thing because that is a BS lie.
Yes, everything he says.
Yeah, if his mouth's moving, he's lying. I mean, because I'm holy cow.
That's not even the worst one though. Was the worst one was uh
Well, I know which one you're talking about. He is a liar. He'll say anything and do anything to try to become president or whatever position
governor.
he's running for that week. Yeah, he's a POS. I'm sorry. That guy he's he's not fit to run a crayon factory, much less a country. Sorry. He's not fit to run a dirt
Snow
company.
cones to end.
Yeah, he can't run. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I didn't know what I could get below dirt.
I know which one.
Just figure out how stupid to say he is.
Yeah, this guy is as dumb as they get. And he is saying anything he can. He's trying to run for president again. And he is not intelligent. And he's saying
Governor.
anything and everything he can. Could I run for president? Oh yeah. Could I win? No. I'm not smart enough.
Saying he's
But
running for governor of Texas.
yes, and now he's running for governor because he knows he can't get presidency. And
Yes.
And you know what? Abbott's not a good person,
I know.
but he's 10 times better than Bozo.
Yes.
And I would not vote for Bozo whatsoever. He is misleading, a liar, and can't tell the truth. And you just seen part of it.
And he's got a whole bunch following him.
Oh,
You know
I
what's
know.
scary about it? The last election, the two at the very fucking bottom of the list are the ones that made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll open up the possibilities.
Well, that's what happens when you manipulate certain things. And I'm going to leave it there so we know else intrudes. That's what happens when you manipulate.
Tough statement, Shane. Tough statement.
David, we have intelligent conversation here.
Do what?
I was just commenting to one of my chat peeps.
Yeah, they're on it.
Thank Lights Watch.
Welcome,
Thanks.
David N.
Well, what did I do? I can't. It's all Victor.
In the chat, you said, Victor, let's go for a beer and pizza and let Shane heal.
No, that wasn't me. That was Victor.
David N, if you're still in chat, you should hop on up. You're missed.
He is. He has a great laugh.
I agree. I understand sometimes it's disheartening, sometimes it's discouraging, but I think he has a good voice for what it's worth.
Yep.
Welcome to the United States for the next 2 years. We're going to be disappointed for a long time, guys.
2 years, Shane? You think so?
No.
Well, if we can get the Republicans in the Senate and Congress, we have a chance to slow this crap down.
Oh my goodness.
But
Not
Chuck, should I risk it?
If we do
Should I
not,
risk it, Chuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
We
go ahead,
can
Bonnie.
Slow it down. We gotta stop it. It.
Bonnie,
Good point, gorgeous. Good point.
That's why I'm sitting back here being quiet. Too much people think it's a nursery rhyme, and it's not. I don't know
No,
what.
Bonnie, I think is well aware of it. Sorry to interrupt.
What, Shane?
I'm going to say, whether we get, there's only one way we're going to be able to stop this, and that's by getting 2022. Now we can stop all with BS policy. If we do not, we will be here till 2024 getting destroyed.
Mm.
And that is a fact, guys. Look at it. Don't take false crap that you hear.
My birthday's in August, and I think we'll be in a world of shit before then.
Agreed.
And that's the thing. And that's it. We've got to get this back in 2022 in November. Where we're going to be so upside down. It's just not even. There's no recovery. And I mean, we're spiraling out of control. And
We're on a downhill slope on a roller coaster. It's not.
Yeah, with
No arguments.
We're in a pickle, guys.
Yeah.
We've got to get this fixed, guys, and so everybody's got to step up.
Can I ask the panel something to include Blackwatch, or am I overstepping anyone?
No, go ahead.
So, I think from what I've seen, the limited thing I've seen with you guys, you're incredibly well versed, historians in your own right. Respect. Did they ever figure out what's up with JFK? Any definitive answers throughout history? including you, Blackwatch, because it was a historical thing worldwide. Doesn't matter if you're Canadian or Australian or European. Was there ever a definitive answer on JFK? Your
No,
opinion? Just an opinion.
no, there wasn't. And here's why. It's been hidden.
So that's
And it's
one.
been hidden.
Shane says no. Chuck, what you got?
They beat around like they're going to say something about it. They ain't going to say. They don't let nobody know shit. They want to hide. The only reason they postpone anything is they don't want nobody to know what's going on.
So I'm going to chalk that up to a no.
And they got people so fucking scattered out about everything anymore. Nobody believes
language,
shit.
Bonnie's channel, language, brother, language.
That's Chuck. That's Chuck. You can't change Chuck. Chuck is Chuck.
I can. I love him. Chuck is a freaking bullhorn, and he's good to go, and people love him.
My opinion has passion in it.
Hi, D-Dog.
Welcome, D-Dog. Bonnie, what you think? So that's Shane and Chuck that said no. Bonnie, what's your opinion, gorgeous?
What was the question again? Because I
Did they ever find a definitive answer on the death of JFK?
Like,
in your opinion, are you satisfied with the historical answer of the death of the president, JFK?
No.
Blackwatch, what you got?
I watched that video from the Knoll that gentleman had. You'll notice it's nowhere. It's nowhere on the YouTube, and that's for a reason.
Are you satisfied with the answer? I would say, based on your opinion, I would say no, but I don't want to speak for you. Yes or no? And there's a reason for this. It's all opinions, all hypothetical, no harm, no foul, nothing crazy. We're not diving in the deep roots here. We're not going with the explosive ammo. We're not going with the social, the rest of it. Just yes or no. Are you comfortable with the answer? As a Canadian.
It depends how you look at it. The way I look at it, Joe.
I want to know how you look at it. Just
yeah,
you.
I'm not trying to tell you.
Sorry.
Joe was warned to pull John and Bobby off. He was warned.
Smart.
Get those boys off, or else. So it happened. You'll never find out who, but I feel I know who.
Interesting. D-Dog, you just hopped on panel. Same question. Are you comfortable with the explanation for the United States government on the death of the president, JFK? Don't want to answer. It's cool because you hopped on. You might be here for a different reason.
Well, do you want me to get into the why?
Just you, brother. I want to know your heart. Just you.
I believe it happened because Kennedy signed documents to get rid of the central banking.
There we go. Silver certificate.
Shortly after that, they offed him, and the first thing that the so-called new president signed was to retract his signature.
Now look,
Bingo.
Agreed, and history backs you.
Bingo.
You know this, D-Dog. You know the history books back you. So is it safe to say your opinion is you don't agree with the official narrative in the history books? Which is some asshole was in a book suppository.
I don't believe anything having to do with the fucking history books they've printed since 1908.
Smart man. Now the second one, and there's a point to this. Real quick, Chuck, bear with me. I'm trying to burn through it really quick. The second one is anyone comfortable? And I know D-Dog already knows the answer to this, and some other people too. But is anyone comfortable with the official narrative for 9/11? The official narrative is inconclusive. No one agrees on the pancake theory. No one agrees on the building. Are you official? Okay, so we're talking about events that were before some of us were born and after, and we don't have an answer. So to believe we're going to get some magical answer for the nightmare we're living now, I think is a farce. Does that make sense? I believe wholeheartedly that D-Dog is on the right track with sticking to the Constitution and fighting where you can fight and winning the battles you can believe. I believe Bonnie's on track with watching the homestead, watching the family. It's a conglomerative. Does that make sense? There's no I win button because historically there hasn't been an I win button. And I am not a historian. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professor anywhere. I don't have any theses. I'm not published. Lord knows I don't. Yeah. I don't have a tenure anywhere, but I can read at the adult level.
I got one for you.
Rabbits, the answers to all those questions, everything is in the Bible and the Constitution
Smart girl.
that we are supposed to be living by. So it all combines together. The home, all the way up. It's all combined together.
What you've
Right there.
described is a glorious foundation. Out of our fellow Americans, and this has got to touch home for D Dog. This has got to touch home for everyone who can hear in some extent, who are honoring those things. There was a time where family, honor, respect, integrity were foremost paramount. They were the utmost importance. Somehow we've sacrificed that for acceptance for strangers who wish us harm. How do
I got one.
we turn that around?
I got one for you, Robert.
What you got, brother?
JFK, 9/11. Do you think the FBI and the CIA let both events happen?
Bonnie said prank caller. So this is the trick. So has anyone watched? Here's a fun fact. And this is kind of a safety net. Has anyone watched Russell Brand? One of the reasons he has 5 million subscribers and has gotten a way of talking about the virus or whatever he talks about is he always does one disclaimer at the beginning of the conversation, which I'm going to do right now. It's hypothetical. I am not stating anything. I am not demanding anything. I'm not stating anything as a fact. We're simply philosophizing. Just 6 people on panel talking about opinions, which is God-given right last I checked. So a total disclaimer, Black Watch, because that's a loaded question. My personal beliefs are clusterfuck. I think D-Dog can appreciate that statement.
They didn't let it happen. They conducted it.
There you go.
Watch that. Start the conversation out with my opinion or hypothetical. Chuck, come on, man, work with me here.
I didn't even say what I was talking about.
Yeah, but the algorithm did.
And Freedom, hello. I believe that whoever did in JFK is a higher pay grade than CIA.
Agreed. There is no agency when it comes to that. I mean, if you're going to go hypothetical, you're talking about someone. Did you guys, if anyone gets bored in chat, sorry if I interrupted panel. I apologize. I'm famous for that. Thank you last time, Bonnie, for putting me in check. And if I'm overstepping my bounds, I apologize. But if you listen to JFK's speech at the breakfast shortly before he was murdered, in my opinion, he broke it down. The very word secret is repugnant. He tried to break down the veils. Now, it's also arguable he was born into a certain circumstance that was that world. He just got a conscious along the way.
I got one for you. What did JFK do exactly? And don't answer these people about it. What did he do exactly 2 weeks before he was assassinated?
To be honest, I'm not going to lie and say I wasn't around during that time frame. But from the little bit of research I've done, he threatened the currency with a silver certificate. He threatened...
No, the event of the day. That's all.
No, you got me. What you got, Black Watch?
The presentation changing of the guard and Black Watch.
Very fascinating. And you know what that means. I mean, most people may not get it, but yeah, that's pretty tricky. I wasn't tracking that. I was tracking the threat on the money supply and the threat for secrecy. But the rest...
I'm not saying they had anything to do with it. I'm just saying it's very coincidental.
Well, it's like the Special Forces. You know, the Special Forces weren't allowed to have their own uniform. Sorry.
Goodness, Rabbit. 5 minutes.
I know. Sorry.
Black Watch. Changing of the guard.
The presentation, the parade,
right.
That's and it's kind of funny if you consider the model of the Black Watch. It's very coincidental. They had nothing to do with it.
Chuck, I'm sorry.
No, I think he dropped. It wasn't you, girl.
So, but you said 2 different guards.
But the Black Watch went down there and did the official ta-da.
Okay.
2 weeks, exactly 14 days before he went down to Dallas.
Definitely a marker, Black Watch. Definitely.
I'm going to look into that. Thank you.
Well, one of the people you need to look into is I think his name was Harry uh, Charleston, which is
It's a good one, Shane.
uh, uh, damn it, he was a famous actor for a while.
Circa
Damn it.
what? What's the circa on the guy?
Anyway, his dad was one of the ones that was going to be a shooter. He was the one under the umbrella that no one could figure out why there was an umbrella.
Okay, I know where that's leading.
True.
Uh, so there's lots of Woody Harrelson. It was his dad.
Nice.
It was Woody Harrelson. His dad, which was Harry, which was also Charles Harry Harrelson. Uh, he was another one of them. And now he never fired a shot. But the shot that did come up for JFK did come instead of from the motel room up above,
Booker Depository.
come from below, and his head went backwards. Now, how would your head go backwards if he come from above? It would go forwards. You look at the damn video, and you will see, and it popped the top of his head off. Now, did he die? Rumor has it he did not die. Someone says he survived because it just skimmed right through the edge. Now, and there's so they say. I don't know. I wasn't there back in 1963. Hell, I wasn't born until 71.
Nice.
But they say the top of his head popped off and went backwards and landed on the back of the vehicle. Okay. But the rumor is he did not die. And that's why when the top of his head popped off, his wife crawled back on the trunk of the convertible they're going down the road in and grabbed it. And it's not because she thought he'd live. Because
panic.
Yes.
All hypothetical.
That means
hypothetical disclaimers. Sorry, Bonnie.
That means the shot come from low.
Or behind, directly behind. The security force. D-Dog, you there?
Head will not go back doing that. It has to come from low.
You're going to so love this one, Shane. D-Dog, put that video back on, man. You're there. I know you know this one.
He's not done.
He does. And yeah, Chuck dropped out. Nothing bad.
He may be
yeah, just the phone. Nothing bad, girl.
You upstairs.
The man with the umbrella was explained, wasn't it? The umbrella was a sign of protest. I mean, it's sunny out, great. He's got the umbrella.
Shane's got a great point with the bullet trajectory. That's why I wanted to ask D-Dog what he knows about HEAP rounds, HEAP, which was classified at the time but declassified now. High explosive, armor piercing. Can be fired at a 5.56, be fired out of some simple rifles. I mean, and if you look at the guards, anyway, don't want to go too down the rabbit hole with the JFK thing. The point was this: the history we've been told, maybe, potentially, not everyone agrees with, right? So is it so hard to believe that the history we're living now is equally perplexing? That was the point.
Well, we know it is. That's why we're all sitting here with a piece of a puzzle that we can't get all together because none of it's making sense.
Good girl. Smart girl.
Well, and here's I'll say this, and then I'm not going to talk anymore about this, but
okay,
you got to realize we're never going to know the truth. There's a lot of insinuations. There's a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of information that was miscorrected and miss it was put out.
Presented.
And back then, we believed it because that's what was put out. We all watched the video. We all know. But I mean, if there's just common sense in some of this stuff, guys, that you've got to look at, and it don't make sense. Now, I'm not saying that it's untrue. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that don't make sense.
Couple of
And
question marks, right, Shane? Sorry, Bonnie.
Yes, there's a lot of question marks.
and that's why we need to be documenting everything we see as it's happening at this moment so that our children can and grandchildren, whoever down the line can see what we are seeing
Well,
Fabulous point.
to
we're
try to keep history from repeating itself over and over and over.
Or being
well.
diluted.
Here's the thing.
And that
Here's the thing. You got to look at this too, though. History will repeat itself, and there's a
Definitely
reason.
rhymes, Shane. Definitely rhymes.
Yes, it will repeat itself no matter what we do.
right, but we can
But
make them more
but we can make
aware.
a little bit of a difference here and there, but it will repeat itself.
Well, can you
Yeah.
think of a better crescendo, Shane? Can you think of a better crescendo than trying to make sure that history and the things we believe are true and the things we want to believe and the values we want to pass on are done so? Whether through song or good messages like Bonnie's trying to do, or good songs like you're trying to do, or even a funny message like Blackwatch does, or even D-Dog with the historical lessons. It's relevant and very positive.
Well, the problem we run into, guys, is it's you've got a few that are historians, and you've got a few that are really into what's going on and pay attention. The problem we run into is the masses and masses of asleep people, and I say asleep, not, and I don't mean they're asleep,
I know what
but
you mean.
they're very they don't pay attention. That's the problem.
You
Pay
read my
attention
mind.
to your damn surroundings, and
You're
you'll be
both
fine.
teetering on that edge, though, right?
Oh,
You're
absolutely.
teetering on that edge because someone's sitting up top thinking the same thing. Too many useless eaters, too many nonchalants, too many people who won't even defend themselves or people they love. Do away with them. How do we encourage them to do positive things, such as learn new habits, learn the good things Bonnie talks about, learn the joyous songs and good things you talk about, and the interesting, funny things Blackwatch talks about? Uphill battle, definitely, but I think one worth fighting.
Shane,
So,
did you hear the one about, I believe it was the head of the Secret Service, the presidential guard for Kennedy?
I shouldn't have mentioned Kennedy.
And he,
Sorry.
oh, and he
which
said, and he,
Black Watch? Which one?
and he said, he told JFK, "You're not going to go in an open car. You're not going to do this." Three
Yeah,
weeks,
he tried to warn him. Yes.
3 weeks before Dallas, he was transferred.
Yep.
They
Yeah,
had
he
a,
was warned. I heard that story, and I didn't know how true it was, and I can't confirm it, and I can't deny it. Now, I heard this story. He was told,
oh,
do not do it.
he came out in he came out in a public interview himself many years later and
Oh,
told the
yeah.
story.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
And he was, yeah, it was put out there, and it was even in a memo. I remember seeing a memo that he put it in writing and even sent it to him. And he was even one of the damn, I think he was a Secret Service man. But yeah, so it's one of those deals. Kennedy knew what he was doing, but I don't think he was scared. I think he was like, nope, this has got to be done. We've got to save America. And he was about America.
Ooh.
And I think that's what happened is they we had a three letter agency that took him out. And that's my honest opinion. Now that's just my opinion. I heard that story. Now I can't confirm or deny it because there is no records of that story, but I have heard that story.
Well, you look at one thing that always bothered me on, of course, it was television. The way LBJ came out of that Air Force One, I can still see the look on his face as he's waving. It was
True statement.
it was almost a sneer. Wasn't
He
it?
knew. Yes.
He knew exactly. He knew.
The,
Oh,
the papers, the exact papers that were needed to be signed were right there.
no. He knew.
Now D Dog is ducked out. So Shane, I'm gonna rely on you, and if I'm interrupting, shut me up. I'm listening. There's a delay on my end. I don't mean to be rude. Shane, back me on this one. What president was a 5-star general leading the Allied forces who warned about the military-industrial complex?
Eisenhower.
If you don't know, it's cool. If you don't know, no harm, no foul. It's not one of those on-the-spot things. Just curious.
Well, that's a trick question.
Dwight D.
Eisenhower. That's what I said.
I know who Eisenhower.
There we go.
Was.
You know how frightening it is, Blackwatch. You're sitting in Canada and you got this shit on lock, and mostly. And I know Shane knows it too. We just interrupted him.
No, you're fine. I got to step away and go use a little boys' room. Then I'll be back. I'm having a hard time concentrating with.
To be honest, I apologize for the topic. It's probably not kosher. That's why I said hypothetical philosophy.
That's up to Bonnie.
It's definitely relevant, but it's Bonnie's channel. Absolutely.
Yeah, she can stop it anytime she wants.
It's not the
Oh, you know the deal, girl.
I wanted to go, but
I cannot scold anybody on Bonnie's channel.
Hey, you can't. Are you kidding me? You and Bonnie are like one entity. We got
yeah,
that.
but I don't.
Either one of you say shut up, I shut up. You say slow down, I slow. I mean, and no harm, no foul. I don't take no offense to it. I mean, it's like one channel. Oh hell, D Dog's back. Welcome back, D Dog.
And I think D Dog would like to speak. So Shane, go potty. Rabbit, chill.
Shut up. Got it.
Rabbit, you do not truncate D Dog. You never do. He talks.
I'm not.
How to finish.
Not trying to.
Just tell
Black watch, chill. It's okay.
Yeah, I just want Shane to know that if he is staring at the ceiling, he's peeing on his shoes.
Oh, party foul.
Good night, Cindy. I'm sure he heard that and much
He did.
appreciated. Thank you. How are you doing?
Not too bad. I've taken pretty much the last 2 days off of dealing with bullshit, and I've been playing in my garden.
Good.
So I'm
Nice.
finishing up Garden 3 and getting the crap that the other people want that I don't like in that one.
The other
Like
people.
those nasty ass orange things.
Nasty ass orange things.
Yeah,
Pumpkins?
no, I think they're called carrots.
Go carrots.
You better stop, D Dog. Carrots, come on. I'm sorry.
And the purple things.
Eggplants?
Yeah,
Those are good.
sure. And cucumbers.
Good evening, Grimmerster. Good to see you. Cucumbers? You don't like cucumbers?
Nope.
Whoa, okay. Well, that garden's sounding pretty good to me.
He might be having fun with this, Bonnie.
Well, here's a way to look at it. I have 6 of each of those plants. Now, in Garden 2, which is a lot bigger, just Roma tomatoes, I have 187 plants. I think we have 400 plants of green beans, 300 plants of wax beans.
Somebody's
good
gonna be busy canning.
No, I freeze all that.
Are
Oh,
you? Is that down in Guadalajara? Or is that up where you're at?
It's where I'm at.
Okay.
My house is in the middle of 10 acres.
cool.
Okay.
And
I
then
need to.
just less than 30 miles north of me, I have 20 acres there. And I have a little bit over 3 acres of it is garlic.
Oh
And
hell yeah.
I got 30
Wow,
different varieties of garlic. And I'm the #1 supplier for Gordon's Foods in Michigan.
that is awesome.
Yeah. You can't beat garlic. Garlic is the best thing in your body that you can put in.
Yep, and all the little farms around here, they got that elephant garlic in the ground, and I kind of laugh at them because that's not even garlic, that's leek.
Right. Right.
But
Huh.
One thing about being a produce manager at a grocery store, we sold, like I said, $16,000 a day, every day of produce. You earn your crap in a hurry, and it's from apples to fruits and vegetables, and I mean everything, coconut, pineapple. You learn that crap in a hurry.
yeah,
And
and at that other property, I got 2 barns that are 60 foot by 180 foot. And one of them, 3/4 of the barn is nothing but microgreens.
oh, nice.
Goodness.
And that's good for about $60,000 every month.
Oh yeah.
And that's my 16-year-old daughter's job. That's She put it all together all by herself.
Smart
That's
man.
awesome.
Nice. Nice. You taught her well. You taught her well.
Okay, D Dog's on it.
That's a way to be.
Yep.
Pass on to, just like you said, Bonnie, pass on to the next generation. I do the same thing with 2 other farms. The youngest come up, we train them how to do it. They're successful. I mean, they can go ahead and pursue whatever they want to pursue, but they have that backlash, that little fallback. They got a farmhouse, they got a way to make money, and it perpetuates. I mean, if you think about it, D Dog, way back in the day, seeds were considered dowry. Remember the whole heirloom seed thing? It was a big deal. You marry into a family, you get diversity, and you continue to grow. It's a good thing. Really good, brother. Really good.
Yeah, the lineage on my green beans and wax beans go all the way. Well, the green beans goes to the 1800s.
Impressive. Very impressive. It's hard to
The
find anything past. Sorry to interrupt. It's difficult to find anything that goes back to 1800. You know this. It's very difficult.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh well.
Oh, poop.
D
Sorry,
Dog,
dog.
Devil Dog, can you kind of clarify on Dee's question to you this afternoon?
He left.
Devil Dog.
I'm not sure they're leaving, Bonnie. Sorry to interrupt, Black Watch, but like Chuck dropped. He dropped, and he's having some issues with the net. I'm not sure what's up with the other one.
Chuck said he had a phone call. D Dog is uh doesn't like to be interrupted. He even if you interrupt and apologize, it's um
Yes. He does. He does have a hard. He's like me. He has a hard time being. Don't disrespect him, or he's out.
I tried to tell you, Rabbit.
Interesting. Well, good to know.
Victor wants to know if you got a ceiling fan on the room over above you.
Yes, actually, for the cigar smoke.
No sweat. He's got lots of duct tape.
Nice. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, Bonnie, I don't want to cause any more trouble. You want me to drop?
Well, I'm gonna close
No
up.
harm, no foul.
It's it's late. I mean, I didn't intend to go this late, but when D Dog came up, I wanted to
I was unaware of the
hear
particulars
if
with the
you had to
eggshell.
say. Do what?
I was unaware of the particulars with the eggshells.
Well,
Dancing around.
it's just respect. It's giving everyone a chance to talk for a while.
Agreed. I'm gonna
Have
have to
you,
get a better headset.
have you ever gone to a university class? You do not interrupt the professor.
This is true. Actually, yes.
You just experienced it.
Hmm. No worries. Sorry about that, though.
It's all good.
And apologies to D-Dog. I'm unaware of the etiquette. I'll learn as I go.
So has anybody checked Shane's shirt tails when he came out?
Don't even start with me this late in the evening. Come
Oh,
on.
Yep, we've been going for 3 hours. I'm gonna go ahead
Goodness.
and call it a night. Um, yeah, it was interesting conversation, and I appreciate it. We're all just figuring this out.
No worries. Assuredly.
All right, so I'm gonna shut it down. Thank y'all all for coming up. Good conversation. Thank you, chat. Y'all were awesome. Um, oh my goodness. No, I did not
Right?
hear that, Anna Marie. I just saw that comment. Did you see that, Shane? Okay, we lost Shane.
No, you didn't lose me. I just had to step away and grab a pack of cigarettes. Put it up again. Yeah, I heard that. I seen that earlier today, and I'm thinking, what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did
Um,
you know they owned a place down here in Oklahoma? Down in Wheeler, Oklahoma, actually, down by Mount, by close to Duncan, Marlow, Oklahoma. It was right south of there, I do believe. But yeah, they owned a place there. It was a little bar, and they owned it. And it was a judge that owned it. So yeah, I didn't. When I heard that, I was like, "What the hell?" So I don't
Night,
know what's that.
Victor. God bless you too.
Oh, look who shows up down there in the bottom.
Yeah,
Squirrel.
as we're closing up.
Yeah, squirrel. She shows up as we close.
Sorry, Gigi, close it down. Missed it. All right. Y'all have a good night. Black Watch, Rabbit,
Bonnie,
Y'all have a
everybody
good
back.
time.
do you and Shane have a 5 minutes after this?
Yeah, look at her. Oh,
Yeah.
really? No
Y'all
way.
have a good night. Love you. God bless you. Good night.
Evening.
No, it's night.
It's night.